All right, it is Backlash Saturday here in Tooney Town, and that can only mean one thing. It is time for the fastest rising pro wrestling live stream podcast on the internet today. It is time for the Tooney Talk TV Backlash Watch Along Party. So, folks, my name is Marvin Movie Monster, and our intro, because I had to do with the generic intro since Awful has been indisposed, and he usually makes the intros. It didn't have the typical Tooney Town Tooney. You know what? I'm just gonna play it. There we go. Now it feels like Tooney Talk Wrestling. It really bothered me that we didn't have that in the beginning there, and I forgot to put it up. So, folks, welcome to our Backlash Watch-Along Party. As I said, I am Marvin. I'm the Movie Monster, as you guys know. And I'm thrilled to bring along, my amazing friends here in the wrestling talk industry to, I'm sorry if I'm stammering a little bit. This is actually sending me updates from the floor of this event, so we will be sharing some of his photos and some of his reactions. But guys, I can't do this alone, as you can tell by the fact that I'm stammering like an idiot, so I need help. And well, you know what, tonight, guys, I would have to say, if I could find the damn intro video. My gosh, I have too many clips in here, guys. That's the problem. I have way too many clips in here. I know I just saw it. Hold on one second, guys. Do. Oh, there's only one man tonight who can stand by my side with this. Mish!
Hey, what's going on there, Marv? What's going on?
Hey, it's going like, man, I am all over the place already today.
It's just Backlash, man. Don't get so tense. It's easy.
I know, right? I feel like when Backlash started, the greatest Backlash of all time is still The Rock versus Steve Austin for the Smoking Skull belt.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're going back for that one. Yeah,
that was the first one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad, I guess, in a way that they're not still calling it WrestleMania Backlash. That was just too mouthy. Too mouthy.
Yeah. I understood the reasoning behind calling it WrestleMania Backlash.
People were confused.
Well, no, I understood the reasoning because you get that WrestleMania branding in there, so it's like you double dip.
Yes.
It was a little too much, way too much.
Well, I mean, we could always have it called, WrestleMania SummerSlam, WrestleMania Survivor Series. Why not?
Yeah, it's just WrestleMania Money in the Bank.
Yeah, of course.
I'm all about it. WrestleMania Armageddon.
Unless it's WrestleMania Money in the Bank, Marv.
That could be the new In Your House instead of In Your House. It's like
WrestleMania 341.
Yeah.
That would
WrestleMania Rock Bottom.
Oh my God, dude. WrestleMania Great Balls of Fire. Sure.
What was that? WrestleMania Beware of Dog.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Jeez. That was actually the name of a pay-per-view, right? Beware of Dog, or was that
I think so. That was a while. It wasn't. That was a Davey Boy Smith thing too, right? Like,
yeah. It was I think it was him and Sean, right?
Yeah, it might have been. I don't know.
Him and Sean.
I have to go back and look at the wiki or something. Yeah.
Kevin Apollo is on his way. I am not 100% sure yet on when he's arriving, but he will be here at some point. Awful is at a wedding tonight, and Dis is actually there in the crowd. So, from what I have heard from Dis, he said they are selling. See, what did he say? They're selling seats behind the set. I guess prices weren't too high, he said. And then he showed me a clip of the crowd, and he said it's standing room only. That the entire arena is filled.
Yeah, I'm watching Michael Cole kind of coming down to the ring, slapping five.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody, so
yep, same. Looks like we're synced up.
I was kind of concerned that Backlash wouldn't be taken so well this year, only because of how poorly received the financial situation was with Mania. So I'm kind of glad that it seemed like they simmered down a little bit on the prices. So.
Absolutely.
Is that just a Vegas thing, you think, or do you think that this is going to be a repeat every year? I mean, that was one of the things.
Mania thing at this point. I mean, Cornette keeps saying like the Cornette keeps saying that like the crowd keeps cheering when they're like, this is the biggest gate of all time. And like they're in a building they've been in before. So they're cheering for like, yay, we paid more than everyone else.
Right. And that's the thing though, too, is like, is this just so? I mean, there was a lot of factors into it. Obviously, Ticketmaster pretty much doubling whatever your ticket price was. So if you got a $300 ticket, you were walking out spending at least $600 before you even got your seat. Which is insane that they just take so much money. But is this kind of going to be the future for WWE? Or do you think like in a lot of ways, especially with smaller shows like Backlash, that they're going to ease back on that gas a little bit and maybe drop the prices because of the Ticketmaster follow-up?
Well, I mean, it all depends. If they stop selling out, then absolutely. But it's kind of the Disney model where it's like, if you continue to pay it, the prices will continue to go up until they realize you're not willing to pay it anymore.
Yeah. Well, and now they've relaxed on the house shows too. So I'm wondering if this is the way that WWE is going to make their overhead. So a little less exposure of the wrestlers domestically, but at the same time, you're expected to pay a little bit more when you do see them on Raws and SmackDowns and obviously PLEs. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So guys, as you know, this show is created for you and financed by you. We don't even try to monetize these live streams anymore. We just kind of rely on your generous super chats. And boy, guys, are you the most generous audience on YouTube. And because of it, so between matches, we will take a look at what you guys have to say in your super chats. We do break for super chats of $50 or more. So if you send in $50 or more, we will break in the middle of a match and just talk about what you want to talk about. So without any further ado, you and Kimia for $1.99 says, just be glad it's not AEW. And I am very glad. Who is this? Pershard Owens, I guess, is singing the national anthem.
Yeah, isn't that Kevin Owens' brother or something like that?
Is that Kevin Apollo? Oh, he sounds good. He's got a nice vibrato to his
vibrato.
And he's singing it straight up, which, you know, I always say my grandfather, he was a World War II veteran. His biggest pet peeve was when people would try to jazz up the national anthem when they would try to
put their little flair on it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, say, can you see shooby doo wop, shooby doo wop? I saw that one time in a baseball game. He hit the roof. This guy's doing it, you know, just straight up.
From I like something? It. You know, did they say, like, is he from a group or a band or something?
I don't know.
I would assume, right?
They name these musicians that are on this, and it goes right over my head.
Fair enough.
You know, like, all right. I see you working there, buddy. Uh-oh, Mish. I think I see Dis in the crowd, and he's kneeling down. This is a problem. It's officially off the show now. Stand up, Dis. Honor the troops. Honor the troops. No, he kept his hat on in defiance. Max is standing, but I think I can see in the crowd that Dis is kneeling down. That son of a
Dis Tebow, man. I'm telling you.
Let's see. All right, more of these super chats. Denver Dollface for $2 says takes hit. Wait, Backlash was today? I mean, like, I forgot for most of the week. So this guy's doing an all right job. I mean, he's jazzing it up a little bit, but, you know, for the most part, it's the song.
Yeah, no. It was
Regina Sharp.
Good for him. Yeah.
Regina Sharp for $10 says, woohoo! And then
Gold
is off on a scheme with the Beagle Boys so I could sneak in for the live stream. Just need to rewind the security tapes first. Yeah. Sharp. All booty bitches and bacon with big boobies for $5 says, I grow up with John Cena versus Randy Orton rivalry. This match will be special to me. And there is his photo is me out on a night on the town with the Mercedes Monet puppet. Fantastic.
Very nice.
Pretty much. Zach K for $4.99 says, happy Saturday, Tooney Town Wrestling community. Today launches pay-per-view watch party season. I believe WWE, AEW have a combined 9 for the next 4 months, not including NXT Evolved. Is that true? 9 in the next 4 months, or is that an exaggeration? That can't be real, right?
It could be.
I wouldn't be shocked.
A lot of supplemental shows. It absolutely could be. Does Evolve have a PLE coming up?
I don't know. All right, are they doing PLEs?
I have to ask Jeff and White Chocolate about that one.
I guess so. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Chef Eddie for $2 says, so when is the next episode of Headlock Headlines? Up your ass, Chef Eddie. He's just doing it to get on my nerves. Juan Alacan for $5 says, big fan of Wrestling Soup. I hope John Cena cuts a promo and points out Dis for being a terrible person. And then he closes it out with our new favorite catchphrase here on the show. Have you ever seen that promo, Mish?
I don't think I have, man.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm going to play.
I love Mean Gene just being fucking stone-faced. He's great.
Yes. Yep. Just completely like he's numb to the Steiner ridiculousness at this point.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I love that Rick says Halloween Havoc when he's supposed to say Fall Brawl. So Scotty's got to change it. Ricky, it's not Halloween. It's Fall Brawl.
I'm sure they all kind of blended together back then between bottles, you know. So, yeah.
John Williams for $2 says it should be Tripomania. Probably. Anthony J for $5 says, with the announcement that AEW is writing a book, I'm nominating Mish to narrate the audio version. Oh, there you go.
I'm already on that pre-order, my friend. No doubt about it. That is absolutely going right next to my Young Bucks book.
So is that actually being written by AEW, or is it just being written by an AEW fan as like a
no,
AEW
it's
greatest thing ever?
It's actually written. Oh my gosh, I blank on his name, but he's written a ton of wrestling books and bios. So they actually went to somebody that's pretty common with this. And I'm really sad that I'm blanking on the name right off the top of my head. But yeah, no, he's got a few books under his belt. So it'll be written well. I don't know what's going to be included in it, but it will definitely be Evan Ginsberg, I think it is.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I'll go ahead and throw that name out there. I think it's Evan Ginsberg.
I'm just looking forward to the Death of AEW book written by Awful Wrestling.
So. Well, that'll be amazing.
Right. John Williams for $4.99. Good. Since Cody lost the belt, racism has returned. Coincidence? I think not. It's true. It's true. Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Oh man, I was called outdated farm equipment the other day, and I'm just telling you guys, it just feels nice in 2025. So
yeah, just saying, we had it all good until Cody lost the belt. Then all of a sudden, like the members of the KKK like woke up from from being turned to stone. Like it's safe to come out now. John Cena
just cut off Medusa's head. Yeah,
pretty much.
I woke up. Oh, here we go. Opening up with LA Knight.
Oh, okay. We're gonna open up with some mediocrity.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is contributing to this 104 or 105
DBA 105 right now. Living Loud. Yeah. I like that they put that up there now because I think they got hit so many times with people at home saying, man, the audio, these people sound like they're sitting on their fucking hands. Sorry, right. I know I'm talking blue. I'm trying not to. It's my bad.
No. We've softened the rules on that. Curse away. I don't care.
Okay. Well,
yeah, as long as it's not in the first 10 minutes, we're fine.
But it feels like so many different podcasts have come out and went, oh man, that crowd was asleep tonight. Yeah. That they have to physically put that there to try and say, no, it just might be the audio. The fans are actually pretty alive. Even if it's not true, it's funny that it's their way of doing damage control.
Don't you dare underplay my pops. I'll prove it to you.
Right.
I mean, I picture like Sean Ross Sapp like sitting in the front row with his own DBA monitor, like trying to be like, they're fudging the numbers.
Fucking dork. Jesus. Yeah.
Him or Meltzer. To be fair, Meltzer wouldn't know how to work one of those, so he'd have one of his flunkies do it.
Sure. They just, he did have one of his sauces.
So I had to start another X account for like professional stuff from under like Marvin Montanaro.
All right.
And I decided to make it a refuge. So I went into like the muted words and I put in like AEW, Tony Khan, Dave Meltzer, Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful, Wrestling Observer, like just all the Ricochet, all the things that grossly annoy me on a daily basis. I just went in and just silenced. So now on my Movie Marvin X account, I could see it all. But when I go over there, it's like a peaceful oasis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, Drew. So Drew takes this, right? Like, there's no way Drew doesn't take this.
Or he retains. Jacob retains, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I was just thinking about it in terms of LA Knight. No, yeah, if it's with Jacob, yeah, Jake. I forgot Jacob was for some reason I thought LA Knight was champion. Okay, yeah, Jacob retains. You're right. It's been a long day for me already.
That's okay.
I'm excited though to see.
I'm having a long day myself, my friend. It's okay. It's been a long week. Obviously, I think everybody's still kind of like burnt out from WrestleMania. That feels like the vibe. Like this pay-per-view, or I'm sorry, this PLE doesn't even have the same vibe as a usual PLE does. Like usually there's some scuttlebutt, like people are into it and ready to go. And this one just kind of fell real quietly. I don't know.
Do you think part of that is the fact that WrestleMania ended with such a wah wah wah?
I hope that's not the case, because if that's the case, and that means that this is going to be the best we're going to have for a while from the fans.
Yeah,
you know, because then this is whatever's left, and then where do we go to after this? What's the next PLE after this one?
Oh gosh, I don't even know what the next one is. What is it? Is it It wouldn't be King of the Ring. What do they still do? King of the Ring as a PLE? Didn't they do that? They did it last year as a PLE.
Yeah, let me take a look.
So yeah, probably King of the Ring, right? That was always June.
Let's see. We are in Backlash.
Saturday, Money in the Bank. You and Kimmy says it's Money in the Bank, and everybody else is saying it's Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
so,
Money in the Bank, one, which is on the same day as Worlds Collide.
Yeah, oh, it's amazing. Do you think that Money in the Bank has kind of replaced Survivor Series as one of the big four?
I could see that.
Honestly, they're starting to put it in stadiums now and stuff.
Well, Survivor Series hasn't been a Survivor Series in so long. I don't even know what makes it popular anymore. Do you know what I mean? Is it just the timing of it because it happens around November? Because other than that, it's like I miss the days when we had just an entire line of teams. And I mean, you have to go back to the 90s for that, but still.
Right.
No, I mean, there was an elimination type match. Like they don't even do that anymore. They'll throw in your occasional war games here and there, but it's
right. Yeah, I like that they do war games now. I definitely like that war games is like a regular Survivor Series thing now, but I don't know, man. Like, it's like you said, it's just not the same. I liked when it was just the whole show was all Survivor Series matches.
Yeah, get them to cut their promos in the back. You know,
yeah,
like, that's fine. Get all the teams together. Like I kind of
Michaels teaming with the Ultimate Warrior.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me run down the card.
For so long. My God.
They are really long, and they're getting longer.
It definitely feels that way, man.
I'm going to read off the card for everyone just so. Let's see. Wrestling Inc. Do you have it? Apparently you don't. Okay, so yeah, so nope, this does not have the card on it. Thank you very much. Here we go. WWE.com will have it. John Cena versus Randy Orton, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch, Pat McAfee versus Gunther, Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, and Dominik Mysterio versus Penta. That's the one I'm looking most forward to, is Dominik.
Yeah,
and Penta.
that'll be fun.
Yeah. Though I'm very interested in Pat McAfee versus Gunther. Like, do you think Gunther is going to just like pull a really stellar match out of Pat McAfee?
I mean, Pat wasn't embarrassing in the ring the couple of times he's been in there, but I don't even think it's going to be a match. It's got to kind of be a squash. It
right.
has to be a beating, because do we really want Gunther to be competitive with Pat McAfee?
Well, I mean, Pat McAfee is an elite athlete. I mean, he's a big-time football player. Yeah, I know, but
he's a retired kicker. It's not like you're talking.
I was about to bring up Kevin Green. Kevin Green, body checking the Giant. But then again, you're right.
I mean, look, I love Pat. Pat's great. He's a great announcer. I really do like his announcing. I know a lot of people are starting to poo-poo on him, but I like his over-enthusiastic energy. He's a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah.
I enjoy his show. I enjoyed especially what he did after WrestleMania. I mean, sans the Rock stuff, but I mean, the stuff was hilarious. It's just
I I have no complaints about McAfee. I really enjoy him. I don't know why people are starting to go at him. I feel like the commentary was something that was so bad for so long under the era of Vince, where like it was literally sometimes I would watch these pay-per-views and I would like mute them because the commentary could only hurt what I was seeing with my eyes.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I used to beg for like a no commentary track just because it was so terrible. But I think Pat McAfee has kind of brought kind of that Cole and Taz energy out of Michael Cole again.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for
like
sure.
I always loved.
What do you think is going to happen with Corey?
I think he's fine where he is in NXT until Pat McAfee goes back to ESPN.
Right.
And then he'll get moved up and then he'll go back to NXT. I think when Pat McAfee shows up, Corey Graves goes to NXT.
Do you think they should go back to the 3-man tables?
I never liked a 3-man booth. The only time I ever liked it was for just like about a year in WCW when they were doing Shivani, Heenan, and Tenay / Sabisco. Unless it worked in WCW. I will say it never worked in WWE. Like when it was JR, King, and Coach, I hated that.
Oh yeah.
What do you think they should go back to a 3-man booth?
I'm okay with it. It really doesn't bother me, and it prevents them from obviously having more voices means that there's always something to say. Usually, you know what I mean. It's not just one guy repeating whatever Pizza Hut ad is coming up. It's just
right.
It just adds an extra depth to it, and I like Corey Graves. I really do. I mean, me and my co-host Joe. Joe can't stand the dude for whatever. Like there's just nothing that Corey adds.
He doesn't like life. He doesn't like Corey at all.
No, not at all. If he got fired tomorrow, Joe, I don't even think Joe would care if he was on the next bus flip. Like that's how little he thinks of him. But I kind of like Corey. I think Corey's a talented guy. I like his heel work on the microphone. He's he pisses people off, which is always fun. But I don't know, man. I'm okay with it having these different levels. And Pat is such an overexcitable guy that it kind of puts Michael Cole where he belongs in the middle.
Right.
So
yeah, I get that. Now, here's a question for you. This kind of match, I mean, you could get the belt off of Jacob Fatu here without having him lose, the way they did with Mercedes Moné with the strong women title, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely. And
did you see that she dropped one of her belts?
No, I didn't see it actually. No.
Yeah, and then at GPW, apparently she lost the Strong Women Championship because it was a multi-person match and she didn't get pinned.
Yeah, I haven't really been following up too much with AEW lately. I mean, Joe talks about it a little bit, but I've kind of leaned back on 2025. I keep getting hit with if you don't like it, stop watching it. It's
right.
You hear that so much, and at some point you're just kind of like, you know what, you're right.
But you know what, I think the people that don't like it and aren't watching it almost kind of rely on you to still keep an ear to the ground of what's going on there.
Yeah, but I don't want it to continue. I don't want AEW to continue. I'd rather talk about TNA. I'd rather talk about Evolve. If I ever made it a point of the show, I'd rather talk about ROH. It's just I'm kind of done with AEW. I think at this point it's become really passé, and I know that a lot of people still do enjoy the product clearly, but I'm not one of those people.
Right.
So.
Oh my gosh, is there really a Morgan and Morgan logo in the middle of there? Okay,
Sure
I can't stand the logos in the ring. I cannot
really
stand it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I mean, I liked when WCW used to put the pay-per-view logo in the center of the ring. I loved that. I hate this. It is just like they are monetizing just every square inch of TV time now. And it's something that I think Vince never would. Vince was always very against that.
Right.
But they're also calling it wrestling again. So
they were doing that in CMLL too. Like, I mean, even back in the 90s and early 2000s, like CMLL had plenty of like advertising in their ring and stuff. I think WWE was a holdout, but it was already going on way before, obviously, WWE adapted it,
Right. I mean, when we do the AEW pay-per-views, I want to throw myself off a cliff, typically, but Damian Priest.
Why does it bother you? Actually, I'm kind of curious.
Well, why do the AEW pay-per-views bother me? Because they're
No,
terrible.
I mean the in-ring advertising.
Oh, it's just too busy. It's too busy, and it's too just like.
Do you think it would be better if it was more integrated color-wise into the mat? Like
maybe.
If the Morgan and Morgan wasn't yellow and it was just an outline.
Maybe
Okay.
that would be okay. But oh man. Just constant Saudi Arabian stuff on there, and I'm just
curious as to how much that costs. Really, wouldn't it be cool to have a Tooney Talk Wrestling right in the middle of one of those rings?
Just like me, like the Trip Puppet's head in the middle of it. I'll give you a discount on that one
for a cool $50,000. You can advertise in the middle of Raw.
I would love to find out like what that costs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it has to be somewhat obtainable because Morgan and Morgan is, I mean, they're a bigger company, but it's just still like a law firm, basically.
Yeah.
So
it's the country's biggest injury law firm. So I mean,
really
John Morgan is a billionaire. Okay. So Morgan and Morgan is in like up and down the East Coast at this point. Like there's just excessive branding for them. Like they're just all over the highway. There are
because they're in St. Louis. This isn't New York. So I didn't know they were that hefty.
Well, so their main office is down here in Orlando, actually.
Oh wow.
But they extend as far up into New York. I don't even know how far they extend. They might even be in all 50 states now. I have no idea. But yeah, it's just awful. What is Awful doing in the chat? I thought you were at a wedding.
What is he doing?
He's in the chat.
Going on 2K. Get on that one.
Yeah. All right.
All righty.
All right. Here we go. Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. This is the this is the face off that I've been waiting to see.
Well, especially after SmackDown.
Oh yeah. Here we go. I feel like Jacob has got so many dream matches within the WWE. Like there's so many people that I would love to see him work with.
I mean, he's probably the most over heel besides Dominik, right?
But I mean, I honestly think he gets more face pops at this point.
That's what I mean when I said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could definitely see them turn like full on making him babyface. Has the Solo stuff come to a head yet?
No, not yet. I was kind of thinking it was going to come out tonight.
Maybe.
Wasn't really sure.
Set him up for SummerSlam.
Yeah, maybe Solo gets out there, interferes, messes it up for Jacob, and somebody else gets the pin.
Yeah,
because they need to finally break these guys up. We had a long. Whoa. What the hell? Hold on, my cats are murdering each other. Yeah, hold on.
You're so mad about Jacob Fatu that you threw a cat across the room. Let's see. Awful says we're all in the parking lot of the reception area drinking. The reception is dry. Oh no. Oh, what are you even doing there? Dry wedding. I don't even drink that much, and I would complain if I was at a dry wedding. Let's see. Make sure I put that in the. Oh, cool. All right. Big thanks to AEW Neckbeard, by the way, the wise man of this show, who has shared out the shared it out in a tweet. We're going for a big super duper plex here, but LA Knight crotches Drew McIntyre on the ropes, hanging him upside down in the tree of whoa. Everything all right with your various animals?
Yeah, they get a little pissy every once in a while and start swinging on each other. Murder paws galore,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I get it. They're all fighting for your love.
Yeah. Or food. Who knows?
Right. One of the other. They're the same thing. I am not into LA Knight.
Oh, that was nice. LA Knight was the pillow for Jacob. That's great.
Oh, I think you're a few seconds ahead of me. I think I'm about to see. Oh, that was nice.
Oh, I am a few seconds. All right. Hold on, let me pause.
I liked that because I liked with him being the pillow that Jacob was able to just get. Oh my gosh, right into the suicide dive.
Right. He is on fire, man. I understand why people love this guy for sure.
Oh yeah. No, he needs to be the next guy.
I know I just what was it? Zillafatu finally got off of parole.
Did he?
Yeah, so he just put something up on social media the other day, like a few days ago, that he just paid off his final bit of parole.
Good for him. I like that they're. I like that they're all
right.
I like that they're convicts.
Well,
Makes them more badass.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was real nice. What a nice.
Yeah, for real. He does a better swanton bomb than Jeff Hardy,
especially these days. But he's got such high energy for a big guy too, which is great to see.
Well, LK says
like
dude. Grok estimates it costs about $400K for a single WWE event to have your logo in the middle.
Whoa.
Almost $500 million. I'm sorry, $500,000.
Jeez. That's a lot of super chats, guys.
That is a lot. Yeah, no, we might have to get Photon Empress in here. Photon Empress is from Tooney Talk TV. She super chats a lot.
Very nice.
But I love the Jacob Fatu happy dance.
There we go. Drew
murder dance,
goal, which is nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. TDT.
I love it. I love Drew so much. I wish there was like one more world title so Drew could be world champion this time. Like they have to give the belt back to Drew at some point, right?
Yeah, I think so. In time. I think when the story makes sense for it. I kind of liked his losing streak a bit because it added another element of character to him. He became a little more savage, a little angrier.
Yeah.
Which really works character. I mean, ever since CM Punk brought this guy back to life, he's
for real
on a lot of people's radars because, COVID Drew was not great.
Oh, wow. Damian Priest was a little late on that ref pull out there.
Yeah.
Like his hand came down for the 3. His hand hit the mat. They should have rung the bell, but Damian Priest, I mean, what is there left for him to do, you think?
Priest? Oh, he's fine. He's got a
I don't know, man. I just feel like he's in the Jack Swagger situation right now where it's like, well, or Jinder Mahal, where it's like, okay, well, he just had his unlikely WWE Championship reign. Now what? Because I don't see a world in where he gets it again anytime soon.
No, not anytime soon. But I don't know. I mean, we were all kind of counting Cross out for the most part. Now look at Cross.
Yeah, it's true.
Just crossed the threshold as the #1 merch seller out of nowhere, right? I don't know if that was true news or not, but I saw that. So it's kind of interesting that anything could happen. I think Priest still has a lot left to give us, and eventually, Bad Bunny will make his return, and they'll have to pair them up too.
True.
Honestly, I think he'd be great in a tag team with somebody.
With Bad Bunny.
Well, I just mean on a regular rotation, though.
I know. I agree, but like I was just thinking like Priest and Bad Bunny versus like John Cena and Travis Scott. Yeah.
We are now outside the ring. It's time for shenanigans. Yep.
We're going straight late 90s style at this point.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna fall off of something.
Are they going to make the sparks go? The throw the guy off the thing into the sparks worked the first time they did it in Rock Foley at Royal Rumble 99.
Oh, it worked with Goldust too.
Oh, yeah. When he got the
when he got that,
I missed
stutter.
that.
Yeah.
I missed the Goldust stutter.
That was wild. I was watching the Bianca Belair on Stephanie McMahon's podcast interview.
Oh, how was that? Anything interesting?
I like it. I'm one of those guys. I don't like Stephanie's Places, which is the one that they push all the time. Oh, great. These guys both going to the table. Nice.
All right, so that should take them out for the rest of the match.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Stephanie's Places.
I think the podcast is much better, but
okay.
She had Bianca Belair on, and Bianca Belair cited Goldust as being one of her inspirations to get into wrestling.
Wow.
Yeah, Goldust and Total Divas.
Well, yeah, Total Divas, of course. Total Divas. I think a lot of ladies saw like the Bellas in a mansion and were like, "That's the thing I want to do."
Her mom was watching it and got her hooked into it. Is
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
I always say don't sleep on Total Divas and Total Bellas because it is the first place that gave us heel John Cena. Like the exact heel John Cena that we now have.
Oh yeah.
Was John Cena. He cut this promo on Nikki every single week. This is a toxic, abusive relationship. You're all terrible. That's what he would say to Nikki and her family.
Except Nikki had to review 1,600 pages of contract.
Oh man, I think that the prenuptial agreement that Cena's first wife had to sign before he was even in the WWE was apparently like what was like the thickness of the Bible. Like John Cena Sr. was like, "My son is destined for greatness, and you will not have him."
Huh.
Boy, did you see the Peacemaker season 2 trailer with Cena?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet. I saw them promoting it, but I haven't watched the actual trailer yet.
Yeah.
Good? Citable?
I mean, yeah, it looks fine. I made me want to watch the first season because I never finished it.
Oh, really? Yeah. No, I enjoyed the hell of the first season. Yeah.
I mean, I like the first couple of episodes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Knew it. Knew.
Uh-huh. Yep, here we go. Solo Sikoa has made his appearance, folks. Yep, yeah. Solo has made his appearance. He pulled Jacob off the table when LA Knight was about to jump on him. So let's see what's about to happen here. What? Who? Oh my God, is that Zilla?
Is it?
Jeff Cobb?
Yeah, it's Cobb. That's not Zilla. Zilla's
I couldn't see it. I just saw black hair moving.
No, Zilla's a lot prettier. He's the pretty one.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was fun. So now what's his face can complain about more Samoans on the roster.
Oh, he's just working his way out of the company at this point.
Yeah. All right, Jacob's like, okay, I don't know what's happening here. That was a good intro. I liked that. That was a good way to debut him.
I like that he's confused too. That's great.
Yeah.
What is that, humanity on his face?
Yep.
It's great.
Technically, Cobb is Hawaiian, Cruz says. South Pacific.
Who knows? At this point, in a few weeks, we might get Samoa Joe back.
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh, God, people go nuts.
Oh, I would love it. Because Samoa Joe is never, because he's not part of the Fatu Anoa'i family. He never gets.
He retains. There we go.
All right. But it's like we're doing another Bloodline Civil War now.
And it's a lot of new members, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? They rocked it with Jacobs, so and Solo too. Like I'm not a huge fan of Solo these days, but
I never was.
First rendition of the Bloodline with Roman and the Sammy and the Uso stuff when they brought Solo in, he was great in that portrait.
I liked when I liked Solo when he was just Roman's muscle, when he was just he didn't even really work that much. He was just the guy that like ran in, and he was that like big muscly guy behind him. Once he was like when they were like he's the new Roman, I was like no, he's not. And I guess that was kind of the point, was that he wasn't, but he kind of lucked himself into that feud. So there you go. Jacob Fatu still confused as he walks up the aisle with Solo Sikoa and Jeff Cobb. I'm gonna check and see if Dis has texted.
Sure. Yeah, no, for sure.
He has not, so I'm going to ask him straight up, like, what was the crowd reaction for Cobb?
Yeah, that was crazy to find out about her too. I didn't know she makes all of her own gear.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I knew she made her gear, I guess, but I didn't know she made her husband's gear. She makes Dawkins' gear. And then she makes her regular walking out the house clothes too.
That's awesome.
So she doesn't even buy jeans. She just makes jeans. Like, what
when the hell does she have the time?
I know, but yeah, that's what she was saying. That she's like, the worst habit I have as far as my cart goes is I buy like a sewing machine in every city. It's like, wow, all right. Jeez.
Let's see. All right, we got some more super chats to get to. Liquid Fox for $2 Canadian says WrestleMania in your house. Hello, Mitch 229.
Hey, what's up, Liquid?
Dead X Man 616 for $5 says WrestleMania, the return of vengeance from beyond. John Williams for $4.99 says Vince would be running down that entrance for that dude wearing a sweater. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Vince had weird things that he didn't like. Esco Let's Go for $5 says happy Backlash monsters. Hope everyone is doing all right. Expecting a Cody Rhodes return tonight. Do you think Cody's coming back tonight, Mish?
I don't know. He's been off for a few weeks.
Since Mania, right?
I mean, how would they bring him back to interrupt with Orton and Cena?
I can't imagine SummerSlam is going to be Cody and Cena again. But it might be.
It might be.
So
I'd rather have R-Truth, honestly. I've been kind of pointing at the fence on this one. I really think that I know it doesn't benefit anybody in the long run, but if R-Truth and Cena closed out his whole career, I would not be unhappy with that.
That would be really fun.
Right.
Chef Eddie for $2 says this is the guy inside the prime bottle tonight.
Oh no. I didn't know Dis was one of Logan Paul's friends. Oh.
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Because they're all terrible people.
I love Dis.
Sean goes, Tooney, what's tonight's audio level? Oh boy. Real Rain 89 for $2 says Mish, when will you and Scampoli duke it out?
Oh wow, there's a name I haven't heard of in a long time. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Out with.
Yeah, Jesus. What was the last time? 2012, 2013.
I'm not familiar with this story. What?
Oh, it's just shows went back and forth back in 2013, 12 years ago.
Oh, it was a bit of a radio rivalry.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow.
Boy. That's got to be fun.
I honestly have not kept up with him at all. That's not like one of those, yeah, I'm pretending. I just really haven't kept up with him at all.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to the women's title women's Intercontinental title next. Regina Sharp for $5 says my call is that Drew Gold and the Beagle Boys, who have replaced half the wrestlers, win everything, only to find out that McPunk is here tonight. Cartier McPunk. John Williams for $199 goes PLE.
Yeah.
And else says Mercedes Moné for losing her title goes, I cried all night.
It'll always be pay-per-view to me, man.
Yeah, I know. Awful Wrestling for $5. Oh my gosh. Says peace to Marvin Mish, the chat, and congrats to Emily and Darshan. I guess that's the wedding that he's at.
Oh, well, good for him, man. Congrats.
Yeah, good for Emily and Darshan. I'm not in any way Jewish, but Mazel Tov. Salud, I guess is how my people would say it. John Williams for $199. The center of the ring should be the logo. I agree. I do like a logo in the ring, but
I'm okay with that. It just doesn't bother me at all. I know that there's a lot of Puritans out there that just want the solid blue mat, and that's fine. We're in a world now where everything is social, everything is advertising, everything is marketing. You know, right. I wish they would almost transfer it to leave the marketing on the ring and less commercials in between the matches.
Right? Yeah, I agree. Last Call Podcast, Chris Connor for $5 says, I love Mission Awful. They understand AEW has to go the way of the dodo bird. Let TNA take its place. Plus, Tony Khan's meltdown will be priceless. You're going to put me out of work, guys, if Tony Khan stops doing stupid stuff.
Oh, Tony Khan will always be. Always, you can always watch the Jaguars, my friend. You know,
That's true. That's true. Double A for $10 says, say less, Marv. Need a GoFundMe to get Tooney Khan's face at the center of the mat. If we have the capability, if I raised $400,000 and then had to spend it on that, I would be really, really upset. Liquid Fox for $2 Canadian says, Marv cannot escape cats. Kind of, yeah. Let's see. Blazing Bolts for $5 says, what's up, guys? What is the word of the day? Scott Steiner says it's Glom Gold. I would love to get AI to give me Scott Steiner chanting Glom Gold. Blazing Bolts for $20 says, I think it was dumb of WWE not to have Javon Evans keep his social media. He didn't start the argument. He finished it like a man. I would have had him come out with a TK as a crackhead shirt and it would sell like pancakes.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong at all. Did they got rid of his social media?
No, I think they made him delete it. I think he still has social media, right? They didn't make him delete his account. I think just those posts.
Just those posts.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? But I'm like, Javon Evans is now, I had no idea who he was before that tweet. And now he's my favorite wrestler of all time. He has eclipsed Ric Flair officially just from those tweets.
Oh, it was great because Ricochet started. I'm sorry, he started. And I know people believe it was in character, but that doesn't make sense because there's absolutely no money to be made.
Oh yeah,
so
everyone believes that Ricochet being a dick on Twitter is him being in character.
It's it's bullshit. It's an excuse.
I know.
It's one thing if and my exact comment was, why doesn't he do this to Tony Khan? Why doesn't he do this to Tony Schiavone? Why doesn't he perform this exact way with other AEW people? So,
well, and the fact that he's always going at WWE, doesn't that put him over as a babyface with the AEW crowd?
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't buy the whole he's just being a heel thing.
Yeah, no, he's
John Williams for $1.99 says, does Jacob no longer love Solo? It does not seem that way. Regina Sharp for $5 says, what? Drew lost Cartier McPunk.
Oh.
So I do love that we've started that. All right, guys, taking a break from the super chats for now because it is time for another match. We will, in between the next matches, we will get back to everything you guys have to say. So, Denver Dollface is asking what Javon Evans said. Basically, Ricochet said that he would squash him in a match, and Javon Evans says, sorry, I didn't see you say this. I was being trained by Shawn Michaels. And then Ricochet said something like, bro, I was being trained by Shawn Michaels when you were 12. And he goes, wow, so you got trained by Shawn Michaels when I was 12, and now you're wrestling in front of 2,000 people for a crackhead every week.
Right.
So 2,000 is overestimating it. Mitch, did you see that ridiculous fan cam from AEW of Tony Khan like just moving like a bird with Tourette's?
Oh no, I did not.
On the stage. Oh my gosh, he's doing like the Hogan ear thing, and he's saying that they're gonna come to Detroit with a pay-per-view, but they're gonna need a bigger building.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we need a bigger building. I think I know of one. And I'm like, does he know that the Pontiac Silverdome is gone? Like,
just a giant parking lot now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I could see him putting a ring in the middle of that parking lot.
This is going to be a sleeper match.
Yeah. Oh, you think?
No, not in a good way. I mean, go to sleep.
Usually a sleeper meaning like
I know.
You don't expect that it's good. You think it's going to be a match that puts people to sleep.
Oh, I'm not really looking forward to this one at all. The storyline really isn't built up. I'm just not a big fan of Becky coming back. I know a lot of people are geeked up for her, but
I mean, are the crowds really into Lyra though?
She's leaning into the Bird Girl thing though, so I guess good for her. But
yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I hope she figures it out. She's too young to go the way of the dodo already. So
well done. Look, when she comes out with those wings like that and they're on her arms, it looks like she has wings on her back, but also has no arms. Exactly. And it disturbs me.
It's just weird, the lore behind it too.
What is the lore behind it?
It's based on like some kind of Irish god or whatever that was a succubus that would turn into a bird and then turn into human form. And
I assumed it was a Valkyrie.
No, it's like
because of her name, like because Valkyries had wings.
Yeah,
or at least they rode horses with wings. Well, in God of War they had wings.
I was educated about it from obviously listeners that sent me many links to the lore, the Irish Celtic lore.
Oh gosh.
Yes. So believe me, I'm not like a purveyor of bird gods, but yeah.
This is why I don't check my mentions on Twitter.
Actually, Mish. Oh, yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Well, actually, it's an Irish legend about a girl who turns into a bird.
Right.
Like until she can do like the Phoenix entrance with like when the wings are like made of fire, then I don't care.
See, now that would be awesome to see.
So you think Becky just shouldn't have come back? Do you think she should have gone to AEW or called it a career? Or
I don't know if she should have came back like this. She came back as like super hot baby face. And then we find out that she's the one that took out Bailey, who I think is going to get involved in this somehow.
Probably.
And then now all of a sudden she's a heel out of nowhere because she felt disrespected by the fans, which doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's just it's all over the place. It's a very plug and play. Here's Becky Lynch. You know, it feels very rushed and not very well thought out. I think something like this, if you're going to try and build this, you know, Bird Girl Lyra is your protege and she's been looking up to you for years, maybe you don't rush that out in 2 weeks. Maybe you try and build her up a little bit and give it some actual story.
I agree.
That's the whole premise of this matchup is that she turned on her, but at the same time that was her sensei, you know.
Well, and the only thing, right, but we learned about that for like 2 weeks. The only thing like even decent about Seth anymore is Paul Heyman. That's the only thing keeping Seth Rollins interesting. This whole couple, I'm just kind of like, I'm just done with them for a little bit.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: when these NXT ladies get up to this main roster, man, there is not going to be a lot of room for the people that are currently there.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I'm like, dude, I would have rather watched Stephanie Vaquer and Roxanne go at it.
And Roxanne, and Jordan Grace. Like, when
right.
they get up, that's why everybody was like freaking out. Like, they fired all these women, and I'm like, yeah, to make way for the better ones.
Yeah, the last class of women who's left, Alba Fire and Lyra. That's really about it, right? Everybody else kind of got the short stick. It wasn't a great class. It just wasn't a great class.
I think that the crop of women that they have right now is better than the Becky, Sasha, Charlotte, Bayley.
Wow, that's
class.
a bold statement. Yeah.
I think that in the long run they are going to be better. I think there will always the horsewomen will always be held in high regard because they were the first like legitimate wrestlers like that were there as a group, like not counting like Trish and Lita who were legitimate, or Candice Michelle who tried to be legitimate, or
Mickey.
But I think these guys are going to be, this is the, if the horsewomen were your Rock, Austin, Triple H, Shawn Michaels group, Undertaker group, then I would say that this group coming up is the Cena, Orton, Brock Lesnar group.
Fair enough. Okay.
Because I've watched some of the women's stuff on NXT, and it is just some of the best women's wrestling I've ever seen in my life. I would watch an entire. I honestly think it's time to give the women their own show. But
it's nice that WWE has their own Daniel Garcia, their own lady version of a Daniel Garcia. That's great.
Right. Do you think they should give the women their own show?
They have one coming up in Boston, don't they? Or outside of Boston?
I mean, like a regular weekly show. If you turn like SmackDown or something into the women's show and Raw was the men's show or something like that.
I think if they can make speed work, they could absolutely have a women's show.
Yeah.
I don't think that they should put it front and center like an NXT, but if they can have an Evolve, they can absolutely have a women's show for sure.
Yeah. I miss the Mae Young Classic. They don't do that anymore, do they?
No.
Haven't done that in a while. How is this? I realize I'm not even really watching the match.
Frail coming back. I mean, it's just look. I know all the girls have been slimming down a little bit. You look at Rio's legs; her legs have kind of gone down a little bit. Like a lot of the girls are just downcycling or whatever, but Becky just looks like she's beating Lyra with just bone.
Yeah.
You know?
Bone and sinew.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's already popped her elbow open. Great. There it is. A little muscle might have helped that. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Little cushion.
Yeah, a little tension on the skin. Sure.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think that there's nothing for Charlotte to do anymore at this point. Like, Mercedes is never coming back because Triple is never going to pay her what they're paying her at AEW.
Right.
Bailey, I mean, I think Bailey has admitted that she's on the downward slope of her career now. So the horsewomen they're not, I don't think they're going to still be here in 5 years.
That's fair. I could see that. I really could. I think, honestly, out of all of them, I think the one that's going to last the longest is probably Sasha. And that's just because of the money.
Yeah.
If Becky retired after WrestleMania 42, I don't think anybody would be surprised.
No.
Obviously, she has a full family at home.
Did you see her just charge in and yell, "Move"?
Yeah.
That was clear as day, Bex. What are you doing? Oh, alas.
She's known to be a little loud sometimes.
Yeah. Not like Cena loud, but,
Right.
There was one where Triple H was working with Big Show, and Tripp is up in the corner, and Big Show's getting up, and he literally goes across the ring, pull, side slam. Oh, gosh. Let's see.
But there are such solid contenders that take their place. Clearly, WWE is hyper focused on Jade. Naomi has new life all of a sudden, which is interesting.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I think at first nobody was really into the idea of Naomi going heel, but she's done pretty well at it. And even on social media, she's kind of rolling with the punches. It's like, wow, you're a lot better at this side of things than you were as a face, even. Obviously, Bianca.
Wait. Is that her boyfriend or husband or something? That was sitting there that Becky was just jaw-jacking at? Was that dweeby looking guy actually like dating Lyra Valkyria?
I don't know.
Oh, there'd be no justice in the world.
I think she is her high school sweetheart, though, isn't she? Isn't that kind of her background story?
Maybe. I don't know. So I asked Dis what the crowd reaction was for Cobb, and he said surprisingly strong, and at least in my section, people knew who he was.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Cece
just said Cole just said it's her fiance. What is this world? What that guy needs to hold on like grim death.
Well, people freaked out when they found out that Sasha and Mikaze were an item for years. Well,
before she realized that she could just marry Tony Khan.
Pretty much.
I'm telling you, man, I think within the next 2 years, when it looks like AEW is winding down, she's going to just try to marry Tony Khan.
I don't know if Tony Khan would be interested.
He's just married to wrestling.
He's just married to Japanese talent. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Dave Meltzer. Him and Dave Meltzer got a thing going.
She likes to pretend that she's Japanese talent.
Fair enough.
Oh my goodness. House of Fire here. Big spin kick, kicking up, firing up. Nobody cares. Oh, Becky just swung over her head because Lyra didn't duck.
It's so preemptive and sloppy. It's I don't know, man.
This has been a really sloppy match. You hit the nail on the head with this one not being good. Now, what do you think? Do you think Becky wins this one?
Yeah, you have to.
Right?
You have to give her a reason to chase, because otherwise Becky just took her belt, took technically both belts from her in an odd way, Because obviously Lyra lost the tag, to which caused Becky to snap, which Becky wasn't her original partner. It was Bailey. I'm surprised he didn't go back and say, you can't have titles with somebody else, but whatever.
Oh
they
my
didn't
gosh.
enact that rule, and now she's going to take what her IC. So
Yeah, probably. Everybody in the chat saying like, "Oh no, Tony is asexual. Tony's a virgin." Like, no, I'm not saying they have to have sex. I'm saying they have to get married.
she's just in it for the paycheck, guys. Come on.
Yeah, like she would bully if she doesn't have to actually bang him. She would find that probably more of a bonus.
Right.
But like, I'm saying she would bully him into marrying her because, as we know, she's really mean.
Sammy Guevara still on vacation.
Well, did you see what he tweeted today?
No, what did he do?
He tweeted something about like it's been a hell of a run or something like that. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting let go. How is he going to wrestle in the same company as Mercedes Moné?
Well, yeah, it is definitely not a coincidence that she showed up and then all of a sudden he was gone.
No, it's no coincidence at all.
Yeah. Some people like to say, no, it had nothing to do with it. I'm like, no, that is not the case. He said, Sammy said, one door closes, another will open. Keep going.
What Subway called? Want him back?
Apparently.
Say Subway Sammy, you got a $5 foot long in you. Shit. WWE Catering has drafted Sammy Guevara.
He's scooping potato salad for Roman Reigns. It's like one scoop or two.
The number one draft of WWE Catering this year.
He's one of the pillars of WWE Catering.
Yes.
Would he be the first of the pillars to leave if he gets let go? Right? Because it was him, Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
Who are the other pillars?
Darby,
and who was was it Hangman? No, right?
No, it was somebody equal.
Hangman?
Nick Wayne? Was it Nick Wayne?
No, it wasn't Nick Wayne.
Was it
Definitely wasn't Nick Wayne.
Was it Hook? Was Hook the fourth pillar?
I don't think so. I think the pillars were before.
Oh, MJF. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be the first pillar to go. And I mean, like, she wasn't going to work. As much as he wanted to say that they had a long conversation and she forgave him, she very clearly did not forgive him.
No.
Hey, look, and I'm not saying she's wrong. Because, what he said was disgusting. So, gosh, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. I'm telling you, WWE doesn't want him.
I have
think
no idea
NXT
where
would take him?
go.
Do you think NXT would take him?
And build him into what? He's no Sean Spears.
I know.
So I don't even know if he'd get into the WWE world. I could see him going somewhere else, maybe a TNA, maybe an MLW, but
I feel like TNA now is like a springboard for NXT. So TNA probably wouldn't even take him.
they still stand on their own, though. They still hold their own shows. I mean, until WWE branding is complete with TNA, they're still an outlier,
Right.
Remind me of the old Deep South wrestling back in the day, or OVW. Like, you knew OVW was attached to WWE, but whatever happened on those shows was still happening.
I legitimately think that a lot of the guys that they just released are going to end up in TNA, almost kind of like a talent trade.
Sure.
Because look, we know that Joe Hendry's contract is up at the end of this year. We know he's going. So, they're going to take his number one guy, but they'll give him like 5 more guys or something like that.
For the women right now, the biggest promotion that's hiring is OnlyFans. So,
yes, it is.
Blair Davenport and Cora Jade. Who else?
Well, they had to fill the void that Jordan Grace left when I'm assuming that she took hers down.
Ah, yes.
I think the second she was in that Royal Rumble, she probably took that thing right down. This match has not been good.
I'd like to see a stable, an OnlyFans wrestling stable. I think that's a good idea.
Gosh.
I'm telling you, they'd make a lot of fucking money no matter where they wrestled for. A stable of girls that were all available on OnlyFans and sometimes together. Yeah.
They could call themselves either the Cam Girls or the Findoms or something like that.
Do you remember Women's Extreme Wrestling? They had a group on there called the PWO. The Pussy World Order. I'm thinking
fantastic.
Yes.
Did Vince Russo come up with that name?
No, you'd think though. Right up his avenue. They had members like G.I. Ho and
fantastic. Andrew Monahan. Hold on.
Yes. Very good.
That's it. The Four Horsemen.
So what would it be?
Not even horsewomen, the Four Horsemen.
Horsemen. Yes.
Yep. Did you see a very unjustified "This is awesome" chant?
Cora, Blair, isn't Gigi doing one? And then you got Mandy.
Maybe.
Oh, that's awful.
What about Lacey Evans? You could put her in there too. Isn't she on that?
I think she is, but I think she's really detached herself from wrestling. She doesn't even talk wrestling anymore, does she?
It probably just shows her butthole.
Hey.
They could all pray to Sunny as the original diva and the original wrestling OnlyFans.
They just pay her taxes every month. Sure.
Here
you go, Sonny. Here's $30 in comms. There you
go. Commissary.
Yeah. She's eating well in C Block.
A lot of Pringles.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know if there was any truth to that though, too, but she wants to kind of start up a page in prison.
What?
Yeah, an interactive Sunny page in prison.
There's no way the prison allows this.
Unless they get a cut.
Oh, that's true. The modern prison industrial complex would be all over that, actually. Right. If they could exploit her and make money off of her, then yeah.
Right. And she still has a fan base, man. It's really cool.
You'd get into like this you would get into this Shawshank Redemption type moment where like she's up for parole, but they sabotage her because she's making them too much money. So she has to try to dig her way out through a tunnel, but she gets stuck. like Winnie the Pooh in the doorway to Rabbit's house.
This match is going on way too long.
Way too long, and it's really not good.
It's not definitive either way. They looked tired from the start. I'm sorry. I hope Dis is having a good time because this is watching it is ineffective.
Yeah, I'm gonna text Dis right now and be like, he goes, I couldn't get into the bathroom because fake Undertaker was vaping. Other than that, nothing crazy. What? Huh. I'm asking Dis right now. Did you start that "This is awesome" chant as to be ironic?
False finishes do not equate emotion.
Oh my goodness.
Have you watched any of her matches? Isn't Jessica Carr in the ring now? I know she did something down in Evolve a few weeks back.
I haven't seen any of her stuff, no. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like a good name for like the Sunny prison page.
Oh jeez.
Oh my gosh. Oh, man, there's got to be a good one. I'm just not thinking of it.
Wow.
Hold on. Didn't mean to put that up. I was just trying to star it.
It's over, kind of.
Oh, Lyra won. Lyra won, but then Becky kicked her in the face. What a stupid ending.
She immediately held her face, and this match just wrapped up real fast. I don't know.
Lisa B just said it wasn't a "This is awesome" chant. It was a "Dis is awesome" chant. He's working the crowd. He's working the crowd. I'm going to send Dis a picture of that.
She's a 90-pound woman. Throw her off.
Yeah. So Dis says people here are on fire for everything. It's a really good crowd. It sounds like they're just happy to be there.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yep. No, Denver Dolphins picked it up. Where the sun don't shine. That's the one, right?
There you go.
Oh, she's doing the angry Cena face. Oh, she's like sulking away. I want to play like the Charlie Brown. Like, oh my goodness,
silly. It's
this
not that
crowd
because nobody cares about Lyra that deeply.
Yeah,
this whole match would have been completely different if that was Becky versus Bayley. You know, right,
and that's got to be coming.
It's just so backwards. It's backwards. This needed more story. I'm sorry.
It really did. It really did.
Well, she retained her belt somehow. I guess story's over.
It means we're getting this again.
Oh, because it was a quick win? Because it was a snatch and grab win?
Yeah, maybe. Hold on, I gotta just make sure I have all the supers tagged before we go through them. I think I got them all. For some reason, guys, StreamYard is not auto tagging your super chats right now, so I have to go through and star them all individually so that I can just kind of go down and read them all out, which that's annoying, but it is what it is. StreamYard has been terrible lately. So, all right. Well, let's see. All right. Juan Alacan for $5 says, let me catch you up on Scampoli. Wrestling, then racial slur. So there you go.
Oh, that's right. I take it back. That was the last time I remember hearing about him, was the whole Sammy Guevara incident.
What happened with Sammy Guevara?
Show.
What happened? Oh, that's where he said that?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Juan.
So he is actually responsible for the downfall of Sammy Guevara?
Yeah, I guess if you want to look at it like that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mish. I like him more than you now. He wins. He wins for me. Double A for $5 says, to quote the great philosopher Scott Steiner, Samoa Joe a half-breed. Yeah. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Liquid Fox for $2 Canadian says, Ricochet is Ricochet. The guy is the biggest clown.
Oh, he's awful.
He's the worst, like legitimately the worst. You and Kimia for $1.99 says, I need Vacker's Devil's Kiss. Don't we all? John Williams for $4.99 says, this female group is the Brock Cena group, only without Cornette threatening to shoot one of them. Give it time. Give it time.
Cornette versus Santino. It's coming one day.
And didn't it happen in
yeah.
It happened at like some convention where they got in each other's faces again.
Right.
From what I
honestly,
heard, though,
the match that needs to happen is Cornette versus Russo.
That way, yeah, that would just be a murder.
They're the same age.
I just think Cornette would start punching and never stop. I also think Cornette has been in a fight in his life, as we know. Right. He used to be in one literally every night of his life. But oh my goodness. But apparently I've heard that Santino Marella is not someone to be messed with.
Good.
Like I have heard he's like a legitimate tough guy.
That makes sense though. Usually the biggest comedy characters, the ones that can take it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. Forever Runner for $1.99 says the NXT women check all boxes. Looks, promo, skill. I agree. John Williams for $4.99 says Tony's deal to date him is that you have to watch Time Cop with him. Mercedes could probably like go into her own. Mercedes' mind is so empty that she would have no problem just like floating around in the ether of her consciousness to lose herself for a few minutes to be a billionaire.
You think she would get Tony in the rocks?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Tony would certainly have to pretend at least that he was into crystals.
Yeah.
Are you questioning the crystals?
Wow, this is some prototype and early Orton stuff here.
Oh, prototype. I love the prototype. And surfer bro dude hair Randy.
Yeah, January 19th, 2002. My goodness, I was a young lad.
Amazing. Their last one-on-one match was 2017 on SmackDown. Zach K for $4.99 says, I mean, Lyra's fiance is more believable as a star than Speedball or Adam Cole. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I like
Liquid
Speedball. Oh.
I don't like Speedball.
No,
Liquid
no,
Fox. No. For $2 Canadian says the pillars are Sheldon, Leonard, Howard, and Raj. Yeah, it's true.
Very good.
Regina Shop for $5 says, hey, Sean, can you watch the Not China match for me? I want to go grab some nachos and a beer while I can. And then Sean for John Williams $4.99 says, Hakuna Matata, Jack. I'm not falling for that sunny rabbit hole. Regina Shop for 10 says, you see, y'all just don't understand the subtle storytelling cues that have been justifying things. The this is awesome chance. Why the anger and frustration is rolling off of them in waves. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Juan Alacan for 5 says, you can add Ricochet to that OnlyFans stable, because a video of him came out diddling his, you know what, never mind. Brock no wrestle him. Brock no wrestle him. Brock no wrestle. Brock no wrestle stinky butthole finger man.
Yeah. He just starts licking his fingers after every video.
His finisher should just be that he touches you with the fingers and you tap out.
Is that Dorito dust? I don't think so, pal.
Remember when Viscera's finisher was he would just lay on you and hump you?
The hump, yeah, of course.
Yeah, like somebody was literally like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I said, wouldn't you tap?
Right.
I would.
big scary 400, 500 plus pound man.
Just laying on top of you and
gyrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably if it could get through the layers of fat, it was probably big. So let's be real. Like, it's not a pleasant experience for anyone.
He's clubbing you with something a little bit bigger than an eel,
Yeah. John Williams for $1.99 says Trip crying. It was a sad day when she deleted it. And the Jordan Grace only fancy means. Zach K for $4.99 says, let's be honest, if Vince was still running things, WWE would partner with OnlyFans and have an OnlyFans championship belt. # dirty old man. Maybe if it was 1998, yeah.
Yeah, no, he wanted nothing to do with any type of streaming or OnlyFans, any of that, which is weird because you're right. You're talking about the same dude that was in bed with Hugh Hefner, no pun.
Right, right. John Williams for $1.99 says, wait, is that Kurt's black son?
Sure is.
Yeah, it was.
Jason Jordan escorting the evil Becky Lynch away from the match.
Yep, with those angle jeans.
Yeah.
I love that it became canon that Kurt likes to bang black ladies.
I know, right? Rock-a-song.
Yeah. What did he say to show about bestiality sex?
Right. Oh yeah, with Charmel.
Yeah. CWJ 128 for $2. Would Shad pull a Cena Senior on Tony Khan? Yes. If any gold digger tries to marry Tony, Shad is putting an ironclad prenup in there.
Oh yeah.
100%.
He's protecting his money, absolutely.
He's making sure that if you want that money, you have to stay married to his son until the day he dies.
Right.
And if you happen to facilitate that, then you'll be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Sure.
Regina Sharp for 5 says, in regards to Lyra's fiance, I quote Harrison Ford, I don't care. Yeah. Oh, do I have that clip? I think I have that clip somewhere. I don't know. My clips are so disorganized.
You want us to know about her fiance. You want him to become a part of the story. Make him part of the story. It's just
for real.
Storyline to just show him out there, have Becky chew him out, and then all of us are supposed to what? Jump on Twitter, jump on Wikipedia, go, is that your fiance?
That's AEW storytelling. Do your homework.
Right. Yeah, it's not good. Although I'm looking forward to this match. It's finally time for Penta versus Dominik.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. John Williams says, Paul, call them goofs. I said goofs. Zach K for 499 says Becky pulled an HBK when he screamed at Vader, move.
Or what was it? Was it Kofi and who else? It was Randy Orton, right? Randy and Kofi had that interaction before.
Which one did they do?
I think it was something to do with Kofi was in the wrong spot. And Randy Orton yelled at him. Like kicked at him. Yeah.
John Williams supported and it says, speaking of speed, it's disgusting that Chad hasn't won a single title yet. El Grande has. Trips has lost his mind. No, I think Trip knows what he's doing. I still believe in Trip.
The hero of Mexico.
Yes. Finally they have a true hero.
Yes. Randy yelled stupid. Thank you, Dick. That's what it was.
All right, Penta. Let's see what you got.
Actually, I'm more curious to see how Dominik holds up in this.
You know what? You're right. You're right, because it's going to be a straight up lucha match, and I don't think have we ever really seen him do that except like with his father.
Not so much, and people called it out that he does the 619 here and there, and he does integrate a little bit of Eddie here and there. But I mean, this is just kind of a straight match, So I'm very curious to see how he performs. You think there's going to be any skullduggery in this match?
I mean, maybe Finn.
Yeah, Finn's got problems, right?
Yeah, but if they could do the whole thing with Finn getting involved again, it's going to be exactly like the Solo and Jacob thing,
right? Just a different brand, absolutely.
Yeah, they
need to figure out what the hell's going on with Finn, because Finn is clearly not part of the group anymore.
Right,
he's there. He's on the outside, and I think that's the way they want it too. I think Liv is kind of still pulling the strings for the entire Judgment Day group,
Oh, yeah. Lisa B says Orton said stupid.
Thank you.
And just, idiots.
There he is out with the posse,
which includes Finn. It includes Finn and
Forehead. Yes.
I'm trying to think of the name of the. No, I know JD McDonough's name. I'm trying to think of the name of the midget from Game of Thrones. Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Because he's Peter Dinklage if he wished on the Dragon Balls to be normal sized, but like didn't wish to be proportionate.
If he wished on the gypsy from Big, yeah.
The amazing Zoltar.
The amazing Zoltar.
Oh, that's interesting. The gear that he's wearing tonight is a tribute to his godfather's psychosis. I did not know his godfather was psychosis. Guess that makes sense, right?
Probably just as big of a family as the Anoya family.
Mm-hmm. Psychosis. I love psychosis. Except for remember when he came out for One Night Stand and took his mask off and the crowd booed? And they chanted, put your mask on. And Psychosis went out there to try to get a job and just wrestled the WWE style match.
Was he a part of the I think he was. He was part of the Lawnmower Crew, right?
Mexicools came after One Night Stand. Yeah, because One Night Stand was where Super Crazy and Psychosis got hired.
Right.
Because the first time we saw Psychosis come back, he had the mask on, and then he took it off, and everybody was like, what?
They pulled an Eric Bischoff.
Yeah. Does Psychosis still wrestle in Mexico?
I don't know. I don't keep up with Mexican lucha stuff anymore. I should, now that AAA is going to be involved with WWE. I really should. I think it's a good way to branch everybody out. And I mean, at the same time, obviously, Mexico's going to make them a lot of money. I don't even know how they're going to charge for tickets though in Mexico. Can you imagine charging $400 converted to Mexico?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh,
But yes, no, I can't imagine them charging. Tony just charged like Tony just did the most expensive wrestling show in the history of Mexico.
oh, did he really?
Yeah, and I think it was like $50 a ticket or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So-
see, I don't know how that's going to convert over, because on one hand, I'm sure everything is much cheaper in Mexico, like rental
yeah.
spaces and like even just ring stuff, like gear, everything else.
Oh, that was nice.
be
That
insane.
suicide dive into the DDT. Did you see that?
I am now. Oh, yeah, that is. Wow.
That was sweet.
Good for you, Dominik.
Look at that. That was picture perfect. Oh my God. That was one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. Sorry, you were saying.
Oh, no, he's smooth as hell. He really
You were
is.
saying the overhead. You're saying.
Yeah, I
is gonna
imagine
be
like
a
there's
lot
no.
less.
I imagine the licenses and everything else like that are just dramatically cheaper than anything in the US. So maybe that's how they can bring down the prices. But at the same time, it's still WWE and TKO, and really curious how they're going to pull that off, you know?
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see what Dis said. He says it's between matches, so it's hard to tell. But that's the hard cam only took out half a section, and that's the only blocked off section in the entire. Okay, so there's one blocked off section at the hard cam in the entire arena. He says
Okay.
Dom is crazy over though. That's good to know. So far, this has been exactly what I wanted it to be so far.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much he looks like Eddie.
Yeah.
Like he looks nothing like Ray. I'm starting to wonder if the storyline was real. Like if it was actually shooting, he really is Eddie's son. I mean, I know Ray's wife is like an Amazon, but still.
No, just so many of the features, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's more than just the hair and the mustache. Like he really does just kind of look like a young Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, it's the eyes, or like the way his eyes are socketed.
Yeah, he's skinnier than Eddie, but
right.
Yeah,
but that's anything. Yeah.
Excuse me, Mish. I think
No, it's fine. Sorry, I'm like zoning into the match, listening to people serenade.
You keep zoning in. I'll be back 1 second.
Sure. Don't die on me, man. So you got Dominik holding Penta in a headlock, going up.
I'm back.
Oh, all right, welcome back.
Told you it'd be a second. Yeah, I'm digging this so far. What do we got here? The ropes and okay. Dominik looks a little lost in some parts.
What do you mean?
But,
what did you see?
I mean, like he looks like with all like the rope running spots, he looks like he's a little bit lost, but it's not that bad. Oh, sorry, I said to blow my nose. Okay. So that suicide dive DDT is something that's going to be attempted and failed to duplicate on the indies for a long time. How long before Ricochet tries it on AEW and falls on his face?
Next week.
Yeah, probably. Did you see Ospreay said that he can out wrestle anyone in the WWE?
I did. We were talking about that the other day too. He was giving props to some of the older class of WWE wrestlers, but yeah, he feels like he's the best wrestler in the world right now.
Well, I wonder why, because Uncle Dave is just constantly telling him he's the best wrestler in the world.
Oh, and Tony does, I'm sure. Like,
do you think Tony tells him that, or do you think Tony has to tell everybody that?
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
And Tony's going up to like Darby Allin and being like, "You're the best wrestler in the world. You're my best friend."
He seems like a very needy individual. That's what it seems like.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
He got that fake number from All In tattooed on himself. So
right.
uh,
And Tony loved that, I'm sure.
oh yeah, 100%.
Nice drop kick. Dominik. Asserting control. Oh.
Yeah, Zach Hayes and Tony Khan called Sting the greatest wrestler of all time, and everyone's the greatest of all time.
Right.
What is this thing with Ric Flair and cancer? Like Conrad said that Rick had skin cancer removed from his head, and Rick like freaked out saying he didn't have cancer.
Oh, I have no clue. Who knows?
Yeah, I saw that the other day. I'm starting to think that Rick and Conrad don't really talk.
No, he didn't talk with Mark Madden either. Ric Flair is.
I think
not
he
really
must just be he must be a terrible person to do business with, because they did 2 podcasts together, and Conrad said of his hero, his idol, now his father-in-law,
right.
I will never do business with him on any level ever again.
Right. At this point, can we just say it's Rick's fault? Like, it's not everybody else. At this point, it's you, Rick. You know?
Oh yeah, no, it is not everybody else in the world.
Nice.
Ric Flair is probably not the oh wow, that was nice. Okay.
Crap. I love him, but not now, dude.
Oh, Carlito?
Yeah. I love Carlito, but this is actually a decent match. Come on, man.
Well, unless Braun is going to just materialize to spear him. I am perfectly okay with every appearance for the rest of Carlito's career is just Braun Breaker spearing him.
Spearing him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Finn's got the chair.
A sharp ref. What the hell?
The first referee with a brain in 30 years.
Wow.
Did I ever tell you about my like extreme hatred of Billy Silverman when I was a kid?
Oh, geez, why?
The ref?
Yeah.
Because Hogan and Rodman versus DDP and Malone, when they kept doing the thing where like the baby faces would do the tag and he wouldn't see it and he'd kick them out, but then the heels wouldn't do the tag and he wouldn't care. And as a kid, as a mark who still thought it was real at the time, it really cheesed me off.
Oh.
And then he didn't see when the Disciple came in the ring and gave the stunner to DDP. So, I was pretty mad. I held it against Billy Silverman for a very long time. He knows what he did.
Oh, my God. Hopefully there's no kids that felt that way about Tim White in those skits.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, El Grande Americano.
Yep, there we go.
Michael Cole getting one wrong. He caught him. He called him
Chad Gable.
Called him Chad Gable. That was clearly El Grande Americano, Michael.
Yep.
There we go. Dominik wins.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I am okay with that because now that builds up Penta and the Americano.
I am all for more El Grande Americano. I hope this is Chad Gable's
win. Beautiful, dude.
I hope this is Gable's career this is Gable's gimmick for the rest of his career.
I almost have reverse Kerwin White vibes.
It is a reverse Kerwin White.
Yeah. Although he's not doing anything inherently Latino yet. But I'm thinking that's coming.
I love that he showed up and they started with the Gulf of America thing, and then 2 seconds later, they just came out of the woodwork.
People that have never watched WWE before were up in an uproar.
They came to say it was racist. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did the heel do something that you didn't like? Maybe you should buy a ticket to a show and boo him.
Exactly.
By the way, it is possible that was not El Grande Americano and it was Dis.
Oh, damn you, Dis.
Everyone's making that joke in the chat. I'm late to it. Rumor says, how dare Dis leave Max by himself to get some TV time? Oh, what is this commercial for? Looks like a game that might be is it Oblivion?
No.
Or
Like
what is
Halo.
this?
Doom.
Okay.
Doom.
Oh, it's Doom?
Yeah. It's the new Doom Dark Ages.
That's Doom? Man, when I played Doom, it was in 3rd grade, and it was not that.
Right.
Is it still first person?
I don't know. I haven't played Doom in forever either. I didn't even play Doom 3D. So
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into
not
that.
my genre of game, really.
No, me neither. I mean, like anything first person is not. I'm infamous for not liking first person games.
Yeah. I'm excited about the new Frostpunk coming up. That's what I'm excited for. Because they just came out with part 2, and part 2 was critically debated because they kind of went in and changed the way that the entire system worked from part 1. But now they've already launched news that part 3 is coming, and it sounds like they're going to go back to the roots, which is what they should have done for part 2. So,
right.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are they right now doing a commercial where the Miz sprays body spray onto wrestlers' armpits so that it's better when they're like in a headlock?
Easy money.
All right. I guess it's better than the Cricket Wireless commercials. It's like, are you a drug dealer or a man cheating on your spouse? Come on down to Cricket Wireless, and do we ever have the deal for you? Oh my goodness. Let's see what we've got here in terms of super chats. Siren the Cat for 279 says, for the con fortune, I'd gay and divorce #diversity. Regina shot for $5. Oh no, first Ractism and now StreamYard. Cody, help us. Oh my goodness. Mr. Bones for $10 says, Roddy Piper to Tony Khan. That's not Swerve Strickland. That's Tony Atlas. Sorry, I had to. CWJ 128 for 2 says Orton's a big Mr. Kennedy fan.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Blazing Bolts for 5 says both of your podcasts from past and present on Mercedes Monet keep me sane at work and laughing my ass off. #crystals and abundance. Dude, she's the best. Do you guys read the Monet mag?
We did, but now that it's been cut off, there's no more.
Well, no, it's once a month now.
Yeah.
No, we do. It's one of our regular segments now. Whenever it comes out, is that we read the Monet mag, and it's just painful.
We used to.
Painful.
It was just too fucking painful to get through. I think the highlights were looking at people, sending in messages and questions.
Yes.
But
they would send in like 5
100
paragraphs worth of like groveling at her, and her response was, from the CEO, thanks.
Right.
Yeah. But by the way, I feel like we might need to pool our money together and sign up for a month of texting Mercedes Monet just to see what it's like.
There's already a couple people that have gone about and done that. I think it's an AI. I think most people
It's
have
got to be an AI. Yeah. There's no way it's not an AI. There's no way she's actually sitting there texting people. And I'm like, lady, you're constantly bragging about being the highest paid woman in the history of wrestling. Why do you need side hustles?
Well, the only thing that I can think, if it's not AI, it's a couple of people that she hired to.
Well, yeah, if it's not AI, it's Jennifer Pepperman, right?
Right, exactly.
Regina Sharp for 5 says Osprey is the best dancer since Alex Wright in pro wrestling. His wrestling still sucks, though.
Oh.
I wouldn't put him over Das Wunderkid Alex Wright. Oh, we got some Karate Kid action going on.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm so excited for Karate Kid Legends, dude. Like, I know a lot of people are poo-pooing this movie, but I cannot wait for it.
When is that?
I think the 30th of this month.
Okay.
John Williams for 199 says Dis caused Penta the championship. Yep. Liger J81 for $2 says Dis said, sorry, Marv, I can't make it. Meanwhile, at Backlash. John Williams for 199 says it is still a first-person shooter. Okay. Zach K for 199 says number 1 heel is El Americano. Close second is Dis. That is true. It's true. No, I love Cobra Kai. Might be my favorite like TV show of the last 10 years.
Wow, really?
Good it's so good. I mean, like, I love Karate Kid. Like, as a kid, I was a huge Karate Kid fan. So, and I actually like the Jaden Smith Jackie Chan Karate Kid too.
Right.
I thought it was good, but I'm very excited for this movie. Like, I loved Cobra Kai. I thought it was just fantastically done, but I know this is not being written by the same people, so I'm holding my breath to hope that it's good.
It's a takeover, huh?
Yeah, well, so originally it was actually like supposed to be like a multiverse thing. Like it was like it was not the same continuity as Cobra Kai. And then somebody was like, "Hey, this show is really popular. Throw in a line about how like Sam's at college or something like that."
You get a chance to watch the Thunderbolts movie or anything?
I did. I saw it opening night. It was while I was over so I was over in Gatlinburg. I saw it, and I actually liked it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The first third of the movie is trash.
Well, that's awful.
Yeah. No, the first third of the movie is trash, but once they're in the limousine, it becomes a movie, and it becomes a good movie, especially the third act. The third act was like, wow, there's really something like to be said here. And they're saying it in a different way. Yes, it is the second Marvel movie in a row where you save the day by getting someone to calm down. But at the end of the day, I really liked the way they portrayed like anxiety and depression. Like, it was probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought it was good.
Yes, yeah.
Did you
not
see
into it because I can't stand the U.S. agent character that they've done. It's just a complete disservice to the comic books. And
100%. Yeah. And the reason I hate the first 1/3 of the movie is because it's the whole, every time he opens his mouth, one of the women dunks on him. It's just, he is a punching bag.
Yeah.
The first
and the other thing is that the Thunderbolts movie has nothing to do with the comic books. Literally, none of the original Thunderbolts are in there. The story,
not even Thunderbolt Ross. There's no Zemo. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, not even just that, but I mean, the entire idea was it was a bunch of villains portraying superheroes in order to further their villain plans, and this movie has nothing to do with that. So,
nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
None of them are like straight up villains either. They were all like villains who were like misunderstood and were good by the end of it. But the thing that drove me insane, and like I almost walked out of the movie, was literally like they said John Walker how did they put it? They're like, oh, he killed an innocent man in broad daylight. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
innocent man? Guy was a terrorist. They blew up a hospital. They had just killed a decorated American soldier. What are you doing?
They just do not like U.S. Agent at all.
They don't like U.S. Agent, and they still want you to cheer for the bad guys in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right.
All right, Pat McAfee, let's see what you got.
They really did halt Battlestar, too, which he was a real big proponent in that U.S. Agent story.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah, time for Indianapolis Colts kicker number 1, huh? Down to the ring. This is loyal to...
Played one NFL game in St. Louis is on his tail of the tape.
That's funny.
8th career match, second match against a former world champion. Wait, second match against a former world champion. Does that mean they're counting Vince as a former world champion?
I mean, I guess you have to, right?
Right? Because I can't think of another former world champion he's had a match with.
They don't even mention him by name. Just a former
world champion.
That's funny.
That's really funny, actually. Oh boy, Michael Cole.
That's a little rough. Is that Aaron Riff that said that? There's already messages online saying Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch stole the show.
Oh God, no!
The main event crowd really cared about Lyra as a babyface. They were super into this match and were booing Becky Lynch hard and cheering Lyra hard. Best women's mid-card main roster title match ever. Ugh. Wow. It's rough. I mean,
Michael Cole just said for the first time in my career, I am going to be biased in commentating a match. I'm like, are you forgetting your entire heel run? You were pretty biased back then. All right, so this is got, he might bump Gunther once.
Yeah,
right?
There's going to be a little bit, but Gunther's going to have to steal this. Gunther's just going to have to embarrass this man.
Yes. Was his number actually 1?
I don't think it was. I'm not sure.
This guy was world champion last month, and he's wrestling freaking Pat McAfee.
Such a fucking monster. Even though he lost all that weight, he still carries himself.
Yep,
like an absolute monster.
Oh, because he is. You can't you can't fake that.
Right. It's in the person. It's in the character.
Yeah, he just carries badassery around with
him. He really does. I don't know. Do you miss the Walter days? I know they used that as a shot the other week, but
everybody no, I don't miss the Walter days. I like Gunther. I you can't argue with success. And by the way, everyone's like, oh, why that Pat McAfee hate, or like, Pat McAfee slander. I like Pat McAfee. I love Pat McAfee. I like watching Pat McAfee in the ring. I'm just saying, guy was world champion last month, and now he's wrestling the color commentator.
Right. I like Gunther more. I'm sorry. That's all it is.
Just everything about the presentation of Gunther, from the jacket to even just the coif in his hair. It all just like screams like this is a man not to be messed with. Also, Did you see when he was on LFG?
A little bit, yeah, we did.
He was like, he made the trip. Remember when Triple H went to Tough Enough and like scared people away? Right. Gunther made that look like when Mick Foley came in and gave them all a pep talk.
Well, he made Undertaker change his mind, because Undertaker was actually taking offense to something that Gunther was saying, and then he sat back and listened. He's like, "Well, fuck, this guy's right." And I was like, "That's good." First off, good for Undertaker being who he is to wrestling, and realizing that somebody else had a better take. And openly admitting it too. I think he gained a respect point that day. So
absolutely. If Pat McAfee is going to wrestle, though, I would like him to get some gear. Like, get some tights and boots. Like Kevin Green at least used to wrestle it. Didn't Kevin Green have like tights and boots?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Laughing at this whole. You would think that Gunther wouldn't be laughing at all, especially considering he kind of came out with that demeanor against Jey Uso.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand that it's Pat McAfee, but you literally just lost to a guy you beat 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Gunther should be out here just foaming at the mouth.
Oh, my goodness.
This does not need to be competitive. Please don't make this competitive.
Well, the feeling out process has begun, Mish.
There we go.
Oh, I have never enjoyed a headlock takedown more than I enjoyed that one. It wasn't like a headlock takedown. It was like a headlock like toss.
Yeah, he was trying to rip it out of the body.
All right, here we go. Locking horns. Oh, all right, taking the arm. Oh, so we're just going straight up technical wrestling here, aren't we?
No, it's humiliation.
Yeah.
He wants Pat to scream.
Yeah.
He wants Pat to make girl noises.
Well, it actually makes sense when you're wrestling a football player to actually mat wrestle him, because that's where he's not going to be able to fight you. Like a football player can throw a punch, but, oh, look at this. Look at Pat McAfee with the reversal.
Yeah, nice reversal and a pop out. Very good.
Yeah, all right. Gunther gave him like the okay face.
Yeah.
I've never seen reversing an arm bar to be to get that big of a pop. You remember that one time when Dennis Rodman hip tossed Lex Luger and the universe popped?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was literally running back and forth on the ring apron.
Yeah, like a psycho. I remember those days. For sure.
Like, I don't mind the matches where like athletes or celebrities get involved as long as they do the work. You know, like Stephen Amell looked good when he was in that one match.
Right.
I've also started watching Heels,
Oh,
which I never watched before.
Oh no. Pat is lucky he has so much energy.
Oh no, I just saw it. Was he trying to springboard? I hope not.
Yeah. It looked like he was, but he just followed through. Good for him.
He just fell on his ass. Oh my God. Or his face. Ugh.
It's weird that they're adhering to the rules because this match should almost be a no rules match. You know, falls count anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a fight.
Because you want to hide, the lack
not only
of skill.
that, but Pat isn't competitive. If he actually wins this, what does that matter? It's not like he's going for a title,
right? And if it's just a straight up fight, like if it is an unsanctioned, street fight kind of deal, then I think it makes more sense for a football player to be able to stand against a pro wrestler.
Right. Oh, sure. If anything, it benefits Pat. Yeah.
Pat needs to never throw a chop again for the rest of his life.
No, that was
that was like, oh
then
my
Cole
gosh.
can get involved, and this actually doesn't make sense to be an exhibition match. You're right. It should absolutely be a falls count anywhere, something. I don't know. St. Louis street fight,
oh my God, he's lighting him up. You see, I'm pretty sure he's chopped his name into his chest at this point.
Right.
That's the other thing I love about Gunther is, man, that guy makes you earn it. Yeah, Johnny Zamora just brought up in the chat, this might be the way we get to Goldberg.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of being thrown around a little bit, even when we were talking about it on the show. A lot of people are expecting Goldberg to pop out of this, which I guess that makes sense, but
I'll tell you right now, Gunther is not going to do a 5-second match with Goldberg. Like, if Goldberg is coming in there, he's going to make him work.
Oh, Goldberg ain't going to work. Come on.
I know, but he's going to try. We saw what happened when The Undertaker made him try.
You saw Brett try once.
Yeah, look how that went for him. The Undertaker almost died too when he fought him.
I would laugh if Brett becomes like Gunther's manager for that match against Goldberg.
Oh my gosh, right? I don't think Brett would ever be anywhere near Goldberg on camera.
Are you kidding me? In the corner of Gunther? Where else would you rather be?
No, I mean, like, I would like to see it. I just don't think Brett would do it.
Goldberg just starts a light jog towards Brett, and Brett's like just jumping off the apron. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, is he hulking? Oh, don't hulk up, dude. Come on. Oh, that is so cornball. You know what? That's fitting for Pat. That's great. You know who we really need back? I am missing some Dragunov.
Yeah, what's going on with him?
Is he still injured? Is that what it is? I'm glad he wasn't on this last bus flip because I saw his name tossed about a few times. I'm like, man, that would suck if Dragunov was on a bus flip, but I'm missing him. I need some Gunther Dragunov matches.
Yeah. They're chanting "You tapped out." Okay, that's it. I haven't heard that chant in a while.
They've been chanting at him since Jey Uso.
Well, I mean, but I'm saying like they're chanting it at him now. But like that used to be a chant every time someone tapped out.
Oh, right.
And now, like, I haven't seen that become like a regular thing in a while.
It's probably the best thing they could do, is because that entire submission was just embarrassing. The way that entire match went down.
That match was terrible.
Right.
I hated that match so much. Gunther with the German suplex, or as he calls it, a suplex.
Yes.
I know he's not German, but
Austrian, German, we were all one.
Right.
Once upon a time, during World War I, we were all one.
During World War II, I think they became one again too, but not.
Yeah, well, I think those are different circumstances.
Yeah,
In one, they were asked.
slightly less consensual.
Yeah.
The
Austrian-Hungarian Empire.
Eventually, you won't be able to say Gunther's name on streams anymore, like the other Austrian that we're not allowed to mention.
Right.
The Austrian painter.
They'll just call. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll just call
like
him
the Austrian wrestler.
Gunther will become the first painter gimmick in wrestling. That would actually be kind of creepy if he kind of pulled a Heidenreich, but instead of with poetry, Gunther just starts painting things.
Mm-hmm.
Just bad portraits, and then they sell it on WWE.com for $100,000. Yeah, they're all about marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing Gunther paints is his handprint along the chest of people that he wrestles.
Oh yeah, there you go. He's got Pat in a precarious position on the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
hold on, Mish. Kevin Apollo is here.
Hey,
what's going on, gents?
You're here just in time to watch Gunther.
Pat doesn't look like he's doing too good.
It has not been terrible. I mean, he did try to springboard over the ropes and he caught his foot and fell on his face, but
Pat recovers really well. He fumbles a lot, but he is right through.
It's incredible considering what he only wrestles once every.
So in the tail of tape, they said he's wrestled 8 times, and this is his second match against a former world champion. And I'm like, wait, is the other world champion Vince?
Yeah, it would have to be.
I think it is.
I don't think they count Adam Cole.
No.
Huh.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, he is.
Is his chest bleeding yet?
No, but it's getting purple. Pat should not be this equal with Gunther.
No. I mean, I get it if it's a slugfest, but Gunther should eventually win the slugfest. Oh, no, Gunther's covering up.
A super kick, huh?
That was more of a jumping Yakuza. Oh, no, there's a super kick. Okay. You're a few seconds ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Powerbomb.
Oh, come on. Please drag Michael Cole into the ring.
Oh, yeah. Please do it.
Oh, wow.
That's blowing up. Like.
Oh. Is Pat just like napping now?
He's going to pull the Stone Cold and just pass out.
He better not. I hate that. I hate that so much. It worked one time when Stone Cold did it, and every other time, every subsequent time it's been done, I've hated it. Oh, I guess Wade Barrett's on his own now. Kev, you missed a terrible match between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria.
I was watching it on my phone. You guys thought that was terrible?
No, it was not. It was not good. It was too long. It was boring.
Very long too.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Oh, we're dragging Michael Cole in.
Wow.
He's going to redeem himself now for WrestleMania.
Oh, Michael Cole's going to put on the singlet.
If Michael Cole chops him, I will laugh so hard. Is Gunther going to powerbomb him? I was about to say, if that's how Pat wins the match, I would not be happy.
No.
I mean, unless you're going to take this on the road, whether this is going to go to SummerSlam. Oh, this might be it. No. Okay, good.
They're giving Pat way too much offense. No way.
I'm a few seconds behind, so I'm going to see what you're laughing at in a second. Oh, God. Oh, thank God that didn't work.
Oh,
I thought that was it. I thought that was it. So he went to suplex him. Michael Cole pulled the leg out and held the leg down, and now McAfee's got him in the sleeper hold.
Oh, they Warrior Rooted it. Oh yeah, look at they got a Warrior Root it right here.
Yep. Yeah, but it didn't work.
Oh, we're all at different times, huh? Okay.
Yeah, Apollo's way behind us then. Oh, Pat. Now I'm realizing with Pat McAfee here, we should have had Nolan on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think it's over now. He's got him in the sleeper on the ground. That's got to be it. There's no way he gets out of it.
Pat is actually turning purple. This is great.
Because Gunther's probably really squeezing his carotid artery.
He really is. Pat is turning colors.
So from what I've seen, well, it's like Pat gets a couple moves in and Gunther just destroys him.
Yeah.
Rinse, lather, repeat.
I don't mind the story of this match at all. I think it's actually not bad.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He's hulking up now.
Moves. Gunther isn't really impacted by it. Clobbers him. Pat is resilient, so he gets to get a couple more moves in.
Right.
You think Pat should win this, Apollo?
No, God, no.
Okay.
No.
I mean, the fact that he has not tapped yet is a little weird. He's been in the sleeper hold for like 2 minutes, and he passed out. Come on, man.
They sure did it. They pulled the Stone Cold.
You can tap out to the former world champion.
I think you're ignoring that Pat's a special attraction.
Yeah, but you don't have to protect him and make him pass out in the former world champion submission hold. Like MMA guys tap out.
Well, remember when you're in the sleeper, you're supposed to pass out. You don't tap in the sleeper, you pass out in the sleeper. That's why it's a sleeper.
That's true.
Fair enough. Yes, that is true.
Yeah. All right. I hope everyone's saying that they hope that Cena cuts the promo and picks somebody in the crowd, and it's just this time because he's there. But I'm like, guys, I don't think John Cena can see that far. John Cena's gonna take a telescope out just to find Dis in the crowd.
Pat McAfee is feeling that I'm in my 40s and don't wrestle that much. Trying to find his air.
Oh, I bet. That was fun. I was actually impressed.
Yeah.
This was a lot more fun than I was expecting it to be. I guess I didn't expect Pat to seem that offensive against Gunther, but you know what? It turned out right. It's fine.
Yeah. I was expecting Pat to have to be like wheeled out of there on to do a stretcher job on this one.
Yeah, no, waiting for him to actually get back up to his feet. That's
Gunther gave him the show of respect. Okay.
Everybody forgets that he was trained by Rip Rogers.
Oh, Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brought to you by Karate Kid Legends. By the way, if they do in this Karate Kid Legends movie, if they have if they have a situation where Daniel LaRusso and Jackie Chan actually like fight each other for a second, it should be the most one-sided. It should be more one-sided than this should have been. Ralph Macchio doing his weird white guy karate.
Self-taught suburbanite ninjutsu.
Self-taught suburbanite ninjutsu while Jackie Chan is Jackie Chan.
Oh man, what do you guys think the cage match rating on this is going to be?
Oh my gosh. I think I will never see it. I don't care.
It's like I've never been to that site. I just found out what it was recently. I'm still baffled by it.
It's Dave Meltzer without the Dave Meltzer.
Yeah. Let's see. Super chat. Chef Eddie for $5 says Osprey, I can out wrestle anyone in WWE. Seth, I can outdraw anyone in AEW. Yup. Pretty much, right? Except Seth is actually telling the truth. Osprey says I can out wrestle anyone in WWE, but Seth could say I can outdraw anyone in AEW. Osprey did say he could out wrestle anyone in WWE. That was said within the last week.
The copium coming from that little nobody is really strong.
Well, he was afraid of the grind. What can you say? Regina Sharp for 5 says Dis comes back wearing birth control glasses. Gosh, Max, some fake Undertaker was vaping in the bathroom. I miss anything good? Regina Sharp. Oh, yeah. This kid looks like he's actually like insanely good. So I'm excited for that. I'm sorry. I think I'm really excited for this movie. As a Karate Kid fan, I am just super excited for this movie. Jonas and I got in like an argument on a stream about this movie because he thinks it looks terrible, and I'm like, it looks like Karate Kid. It's like kids getting picked on, and he's got to fight in a tournament. Like that's what it looks like. Regina Sharp for 5 says Jaden Smith Karate Kid is kind of like the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. The worst thing about it is the title actor. You know what? Like Jaden Smith is not bad in that movie. I actually ended that movie, and I was like, wow, Will Smith's son is quite talented. I can't wait to see what he does in the future. And yeah. Things I've said that didn't age well. Peyton Andrews for $4.99 says, don't ruin a good thing the WWE has in Gunther. Don't let them beat him with a part-time commentator.
Agreed.
Yeah. Agreed. Blazing Bolts for $2 says, I enjoy Mish's impersonation of Seth Rollins.
Jan. It's time for the John Cena match. Yeah.
Awful. It actually kind of does sound like it. Oh my gosh, I like that. John Williams for $4.99 says, got to love U.S. Agent both in the comics and comic was made to be hated only for the readers to like him.
Oh yeah, totally loved him in the comic books. He had a really weird story. Like if you actually go into his backstory, they got a couple of things about it, but real heartbreaking. Like you actually really fall in love with the guy if you start reading his backstory.
Yep.
Oh, you're a U.S. Agent fan, Apollo? Good for you.
I am, man.
As if he wouldn't be.
Back in the day, he was the better Cap, in my opinion. I was the bigger John Walker fan than I was a Steve Rogers fan.
I was now that I'm old enough to go back and reread those issues, and I understand. I appreciate the story now more. At the time, I was like, "Where's Steve? I want Steve."
Right. Well, it was just the thing that he took down and like killed all the KKK and stuff. And it's like that was such a big story, but it gets glossed over because it's Marvel now. But
I was like, wow, man, this character, like this it was just a powerful moment for the character when they finally redeem him, when he goes and he's ready to to delete himself, and then he has the
the come to Jesus moment with the fucking lighter and the scarecrow. Yeah. And I'm not a big religious guy, but I can appreciate that moment. I mean, who can't?
Yeah, well, I thought it was a brilliant way to redeem the character in a way.
Yeah,
and then I was a big fan of. I loved the West Coast Avengers.
Oh, I did too. I was a
big West Coast Avengers fan. So when it became Force Works, I was a little annoyed, but I really liked the U.S. Agent on Force Works.
Oh, with the laser shield? It was just a little. I like the character was great, but the laser shield was just, man, that was so Tony Stark hokey. I was like,
not to cut you guys off, but we're at John Cena, Randy Orton already. It's 9:00.
It's supposed to be going a half hour too.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but
Oh, wow. You think it's going to go a full hour?
No, there's no way.
It's their last match. Who knows?
Regina Shop for $10. Regina Shop for $10 says Gunther goes, very well. I will lose to Uso on one condition. All right, I'll bite. What condition? I will wrestle McAfee back. Why him? He taxes me. Blazing Bolts for $2 goes, that's not Kevin Apollo. That's Kevin Steiner.
Oh.
That's how you get a peek on a peak.
Does that mean he's currently in the Steiner recliner?
Yes, all recliners that he sits in are Steiner recliners.
Yes.
Winged Moonlight for $2 says The Miz versus McAfee. Oh, okay. So The Miz would be the former world. So they're not counting Vince as a former world champion, or are they not counting that as a match? Or maybe
I forgot about the Miz and McAfee.
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
No, they don't really count Vince as a world champion. Unless it was convenient for Vince's storyline.
I count it. Damn it.
I don't know. ECW would never have survived without Vince, if you ask me.
Oh,
his championship
ECW Vince, Durag Vince was a demon.
I forgot about ECW champion Vince. I was talking about when he won the WWE the WWF title, but like the world champion Vince, ECW champion Vince actually like defended it. So yeah, no, that 100% counts.
Vince sitting in the rocking chair, doing the crip walk, just walking up the Dreamer. Those shoes are fly. Those shoes are fly.
Regina Sharp for 5 goes out. What is this McAfee's versus Gunner match about? I'm at the live collision taping and not at Backlash. I'm sure he is. Sure he is.
He's been getting into it with Brian a lot lately, if you've noticed.
Well, because Brian is standing up to him because Brian has reached his bullshit level. Like, I think Brian has finally hit we're at the point where this is actually going to hurt my career to not say something.
I was actually listening to him on Conan with Conan and Disco talking about it.
Yeah.
And they were a little bit like, why isn't Dave coming on? Why does Dave have a problem with us all of a sudden? And it was just interesting that Brian just laid it all on the table. Like, he had no problem disagreeing with Dave's points. Yeah. Even when they were asking him questions about it, they're like, hey, look, Dave feels that way, but I think it's wrong, So good for Brian, man. I like the fact that he's coming into his own voice,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, this hype up video has been fantastic.
Here it does something, then that's not good. I don't want to start any issues.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like that we're getting prototype footage because I like
that's such a throwback. Footage. But it's the last time, right? We have to really look at this. Like, this is really important of a match.
I mean, is it the last time, or is this going to go to a fuck finish and we're going to get them again at SummerSlam or something?
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to have some. How many people want to actually wrestle Cena on his retirement tour? I don't think they'd have time to go back to Orton.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably it's a limited number of appearances. So, here we go. Hometown boy, Randy Orton.
Yeah. Although, how crazy would it be if he wins the title tonight?
That would be nuts, but it's not going to happen.
Pretty wild.
It's not going to happen because then Cena's getting 18.
Right.
Is Randy 13 or 14 time?
14, I believe.
Yeah, right, because he's the number of times that Rick was WCW champion.
Until it was convenient for Rick to start trying to claim those NWA title reigns.
Right. The Carlos Colon switches.
Did you have to pay back the money first before he could claim those?
Yeah, I think the second he claimed it, they tried to send Doug Dillinger to his house.
It's like college. You don't actually get your diploma until you pay it off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. Thick boy Randy. I actually really like babyface Randy. I never have liked Randy as a babyface now, but I really like late career babyface Randy.
Oh, yeah. He's completely he doesn't feel like a character anymore. Now he just feels like somebody's dad going out there on the weekends,
When he was bebopping to Joe Hendry's music at WrestleMania, I was like, okay, I like babyface Randy.
Oh, he hit that kid's fist a little too hard.
Oh, no.
The kid will remember it for the rest of his life, though.
That's okay. He was an Asian kid. He can handle it.
He used to be a pianist, but not anymore.
Yeah. He was a concert pianist, and Randy Orton broke his hand. Oh, my goodness. Think Dis is singing the song right now?
Oh, 100%. How can you not?
Yeah. Dis said people are disappointed. A lot of people here were expecting Goldberg for some reason.
Yeah, there was a lot of Goldberg.
Oh yeah, well, why? For what? Oh, for Gunther.
For Gunther,
He said, and he said there's a "We're awful people" sign with AEW FUL, and then he says it's deafening for Orton right now.
A lot of Chicago shirts in that front row, huh?
Well, they're repping the Pope.
Oh, that's what it is. Of course.
CM Pope, CM Pope,
From that,
CM Pope.
Dalton, Chicago is what it is.
Yes. I love all of the mashups of him coming out to the balcony to Cult of Personality.
I haven't seen that yet. That's great.
Oh, it's amazing. CM Pope. Though I did find it funny that the Cubs immediately was like, the Pope's a Cubs fan. They like put it all over everything. And the Pope's brother was like, no, he's a White Sox fan.
Ah, boy.
And then the White Sox. Oh, look at that little girl with my first WWE event sign.
Horrible.
That looks a little bit too professionally made. I'll tell you something. When I was at Dollywood and Dolly Parton was there, they were handing out the "We Love Dolly" signs. So, because because nobody knows when she's going to be there, so nobody would have come with signs.
Right. Yeah, my wife wants to go there.
To Dollywood, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's got. Is she a roller coaster person?
No, she's just a Dolly Parton fan. I don't even know what's in there. So
I was there last weekend, Mish, and Dolly Parton was there.
Oh, it's nice. So what is it?
Yeah.
Like it's just a setup of her old movies or
No, it's a theme park. It's got roller coasters. There's one little section that is like the Dolly Parton experience where you like go through and you see like all like the clips from her career and like her old tour bus is there, but it's like one little corner of the park. The rest of it is just roller coasters and attractions and shows. And
I had no clue. I thought it was more like a museum kind of thing. Like a mausoleum.
full on theme park.
Wow.
And,
You know what? I recommend that when you fly into Chattanooga, on your way to your hotel, instead of renting a car, get an Uber driver to take you through. They will give you every single intimate detail of what Dolly Parton has done for that area of Tennessee.
Oh, she'd love that.
apparently there's also a rule because like I guess she still lives in the Smoky Mountains, so there's a if she's out and about like with just like a scarf on her head and no wig, the rule of thumb among the townies is that like you don't interact with her.
Oh god.
Yeah. Though I will say in Dollywood, the cinnamon bread is one of the greatest things. Imagine a Cinnabon, but like a loaf of bread.
Sounds wonderful.
It is wonderful. I literally bought one to have while I was there, and then I brought a whole one home for my wife because.
You went without your wife? You just went by yourself?
It was a work thing. It was that Park Place thing. So
you brought she was the Hydra katana in.
Yes, that's still in the car. She does know that I bought it though. We went to the like the largest knife store in Chattanooga, and I bought a Highlander katana.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
How much was that?
About $140, something like that.
That's not bad.
I love heel John Cena so much.
Disappointed father Cena.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, but so also at Dollywood they have one of the last coal burning trains in the US. Like they actually have to shovel coal into the train to make it go. And you basically ride it up the mountain. And they're like, if you get any ash in your eye, don't try to get it out. Just let us know when we stop. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I always wear like sunglasses on it. Oh boy.
No branding, no lights, just his name. It's fantastic. The minimalism surrounding John Cena's entrance makes it that much better.
Well, I love that his Titantron now is just the black and white John Cena. That's it.
Yeah, but even wearing the title backwards.
And he ignores his cameraman.
Yeah. It's the little nuances that he understands intimately about the way that WWE works that makes it so much more believable.
You think he's been planning this, like this persona for
sure.
years?
You think this guy hasn't been thinking about this in his head for years? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. How could he not? He made it part of the. Well, I guess it really depends on if you believe that story, whether they wanted Cody to go heel or if they wanted John Cena to go heel. And that scuttlebutt that happened there. I don't know. I think the plan always feels like it made more sense for Cena to go heel, but wasn't it The Rock that kind of said that they wanted Cody to go heel instead?
Rock said that, yeah, but
right. But we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny too, especially now that Bully had said what I said a couple weeks ago about how they should have played The Rock's music. I was thinking, like, it was really such a simple, easy wrestling trope thing to do. That's been done forever. I gotta kind of wonder if a certain someone in charge decided not to do it on purpose.
No, this is my night, not his.
Just knowing the shitstorms. Like, if I'm going down, you're going with me.
They really.
I thanked every single person I've ever met in my life in my Hall of Fame speech, except for him.
Isn't that weird? That still kind of bothers me. Because, I mean, he was remembering people from high school, and I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. You forgot about The Rock?
You forgot about your greatest rival?
Yeah, right.
The person who put you in the hall, put you in the main event slot.
Dude, he got teary-eyed over Batista not showing up. Like, I really love
the funny thing is, Dave was there. I just didn't recognize him because he looks like an old lesbian now.
Well, off-camera footage of Dave standing up. I'm right here. Right here.
The Arthur came back from the dead just to come to my Hall of Fame speech. No, that's Batista.
That's his new entrance music, the Golden Girls theme. Yeah, right.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being my friend.
Oh my gosh.
John Cena versus Randy Orton, sponsored by Wheatley Vodka.
And Morgan and Morgan for the people. For the people. But not for the people's champion. But then remember when Rock went back at La Greca, he was like, oh, come to a creative meeting with me, Cody, and Brian.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure there's somebody else involved in creative that should be there probably before Cody.
Well, The Rock's creative.
As far as The Rock's concerned, Brian.
I mean, you guys would know that more intimately than most of us. Do you think that there's directly a split with different creative teams underneath TKO for WWE?
I can't. And I think The Rock and Brian just come in for whatever The Rock's involved in. And just kind of like every WrestleMania, Tripp has a plan, and then that plan gets disrupted because The Rock and Brian Gewirtz walk in the door. I think that's literally what I think the entire creative team has to reshuffle when they walk in the door.
Yeah, I think it goes Rock goes, Brian, tell them what they want to do. And Brian sits in the creative meeting. It goes, well, this is what the Lord above, the final boss, has to offer. And if it's egregious enough, Triple H will go, fine, I'll call him.
Just swallow his vomit while the phone rings.
Oof.
I'm not doing that.
The Rock thinks Cody should turn heel. No.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
That's how you start a match.
Very nice.
Handshake,
very nice.
Pretty thumbnail.
Yep.
Very good. This is going to be fun. All right, here we go.
Okay, yes, I'm liking this so far. Water.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I can do that too.
Right. Okay, this is going to be good.
Sponsored by Wheatley's American Vodka.
I know. No. Can you open the door and let her up?
I hope this is a lot of Gaga like that. I
Can you
hope
open up the
it's a lot
door?
of silliness.
Between Morgan and Cricket Wireless, it's just like every like scumbag on the planet is represented.
Prime, you got Prime outside the ring too. Come on.
Oh yeah, just completing the douchebag trifecta.
Are you a douchebag? Do you have $400,000 laying about?
Are you willing to throw
WWE? Yeah.
Are you willing to throw yourself down the stairs in order to get a cash settlement? Morgan and Morgan is the lawyer for you.
Oh, that's great.
Why are you doing this to me? So that's the guy beat.
Have you slipped and fallen in Walt Disney World recently? And if not, are you willing to? Oh, there we go. Randall slowing this down with a nice side headlock. It's like, all right, John, it's 9:17. We got until 11 p.m. Let's just take a trip to Headlockville.
There's another "We're awful people" sign. Very good. Nice.
Look next to it. This might be there.
Well, I didn't see it. It was like AEW full, like awful, like our awful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the only person that's ever thought of that.
Yeah, but it really would make sense if they're in the context of being actual AEW fans. That'd be weird. I'm going to throw up this AEW sign. Well, maybe. Who knows? Fans are weird. Oh, they're going through all the tropes. Yes.
They're classics for a reason.
Oh.
That is a tiny aisleway, man. They really tried to pack as many people in this as possible.
More front row seats.
Oh, nice.
What are you just at the part where he's chasing up the aisle?
Oh yeah, Cena just left the aisle. Like, yes.
Yeah.
This is your high school. Your high school. The two old vets are the main event indie show.
John Cena's like, hold on there, Randy. These people ain't here to watch a fight. They just want to hear me sing the honky tonk song.
John Cena says if you don't stop booing him, at the count of 10, he will leave the building.
John Cena will not wrestle if anyone calls him Pinky. Good old Sal Sincere.
Like that Wade is calling out John Cena for ruining the Nexus. It's great.
I got a strong set jaw and a big bald spot. I'm coming to your town and it's gonna be hot. Just a John Cena. He's John Cena.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
All the tropes. Loving it.
We get the 10 punch in the corner.
Oh, more than 10.
Oh, yeah. No, Randy's just teeing off. Somewhere Vince is pissed because Vince hates this spot.
Orton stops at 17 for some reason, you know.
I'm enjoying it so far. Nice old school match.
Yeah.
I think they're having fun too with the reversed roles. Because so in LVW, wasn't Cena the heel and Randy the face?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, now we're going Garvin Stomp. Randy's half a 0.5 miles per hour Garvin Stomp.
The rugged Ronnie Garvin Stomp. Beautiful.
Vintage Randy Orton, one might say. Oh my goodness. And a knee drop. Fantastic. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm liking it. Did John Cena actually get hair plugs, or was that just a line in a promo?
I think it was just a line in a promo. I think they just cut his hair different.
Yeah.
So the bald spot is so prevalent. I don't know what he's filming right now, though. I don't think it's.
He just got done filming, didn't he? Because they got season 2 coming out.
Well, that trailer came out, and it wasn't bad. I just am not sure what's canon and what's not.
Neither is James Gunn.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about him killing Rick Flag, and I'm like, okay, so Suicide Squad happened in the new DC universe. Like, what's happening here? Or are we going to merge? It's going to be more multiverse garbage, which people are sick and tired of.
DC just rebooted again too, didn't they?
Yep. Well, Superman reboots it, and Creature Commandos and all that.
I just saw the 0 Hour compilation come out, so I'm like, I guess they're going to reboot 0 Hour again.
Oh yeah. They're there's it's DC itself is a mess.
Yeah,
everything and anything is canon now. So like everything counts. You know, when you do that, nothing counts.
Wait,
so
what?
Exactly, that's what everybody's saying. What? The Jim Lee has proven to be the biggest disappointment in the history of my life. They did this weird thing where like everything is hyper canon. So
Batman did fight Spawn and the Predator.
Yeah, at some point in time, yeah. So as they're trying to settle the universe, something happens and Darkseid gets killed, and then he kind of reboots himself in a weird universe where somehow he has influenced all the superhero origins. I don't remember what they're calling it. But so like there's like a Superman, there's Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and I don't know who the other hero is. All rebooted on this Darkseid verse, and I guess eventually it'll come together to fix whatever it is they're trying to fix.
Yeah, they're always fixing something.
What's it? If you just leave it alone, you wouldn't have to fix it.
Yep. John's fixed everything, and now it's all about
Yeah.
John's fixed everything 5 times in a row.
Now he's like, I'm not doing it for you guys again. Here we go. I like how the "you can't see me" is like a mocking thing now.
Missed with those.
When I was at Epic Universe, I asked the Invisible Man if he was John Cena, and he yelled at me, and I said, "Well, you yelled at me, so you yelled at me and insulted me. You are John Cena." Like, who is this John Cena?
This is great. I love the simplicity of this match. It's fun.
Me too.
I honestly feel like it's 20 years ago.
Yep. I mean, it's way better than the Cody Cena match so far.
Right. They're not trying too hard. They're having fun with it.
Well, I think they're just like, when you wrestled someone as many times as these two have.
Yeah.
It's just the magic never dies.
Right.
I would imagine that they probably didn't even call that much.
Mm-hmm.
Although John Cena did not jump at all for the power slam.
No. Work for it. All right, they're trying to get into the STF now. Yeah, you know what? I will say, however they cut his hair, the bald spot does not look as bad anymore. Like they changed up his part. I'm like, why didn't you do this 3 years ago?
Oh, there we go. Gross Randy Orton blowing snot rockets in the ring.
Damn right.
Oh, that Randy's back?
Yeah.
He's back with Cena, so the I don't care Randy has returned.
You're gonna lay it. No, sorry. All right, that's your gimmick.
Stupid.
This is what it sounds like when pushes die.
Oh, it's Prince because it's relevant. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Another one.
Something else has got to happen here. Like, either this match is going to go way longer than I think it's going to go, or something has got to happen at the end of this match, because there's no way they're ending this at 9:30.
Think Goldberg's coming out for this one?
Yeah.
It would be interesting because they've never done Goldberg Cena.
Yeah. Oh, that was an RKO. Nobody caught that. Okay. Thank you to Morgan and Morgan for that replay.
I don't think they've ever done that before.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it. Were you watching the Dominik Penta match on your phone, Kev?
Yes.
Did you see that suicide dive DDT?
Yes, I did.
Oh, so cool.
I couldn't tell. It looked like Balor got caught on purpose, right?
I think so, yeah.
So I didn't have the sound on. Did either of you catch SmackDown?
I caught the recaps of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if Aleister Black is still getting 0 pop.
The recap didn't show his entrance, but
I mean, I would assume. Oh, here we go. Hey, I still call it the FU.
that's a shirt somewhere. I still call it the FU.
The FU and the STFU. That was awesome. Attitude adjustment. All right. Well, Cena is calling something long-winded to Randy right now. He's literally kneeling there just talking to him. Which, for John Cena is pretty much on brand.
Right.
I love what Cena has.
Cena's like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Cena's like, F your HD mics. I'm calling this spot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's always been John Cena is one of the most infamous, like, just like, literally looks the guy dead in the eyes and starts talking.
Not like Stone Cold, who just can't hear.
What?
And the crowd's like, he said, "Duck, you're alive."
Well, that's why infamously Austin calls everything himself, because he's like, I ain't gonna hear it when you say it. The crowd respond. That's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. This is so much better than what Cody got out of Cena.
So much. So much better.
Wait, because
I'm literally captivated. I know we're supposed to be talking
equals.
about every nuance about this match, but I'm literally just enamored watching it. I'm genuinely enjoying the hell out of this.
Me too.
I hope Diz is having a great fucking time, man.
Oh, I hope so too. Yeah, him and Max are probably freaking out. What are you saying, Kev?
I was because it isn't just Randy isn't just laying around getting bodied.
Right.
That was I understand why I understand what the mindset was, but I don't think that was the right call for a WrestleMania match.
Right. Well, it sounds like there was a lot of problems in creative anyway, so who knows what everything could have been if everybody wasn't throwing in their version of the plans,
Yeah, you've got two of the world's largest egos colliding at 1,000 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And John Cena's like, yeah, I'm just going to turn heel. We'll figure it out. Are there any adults in this room? Nope. All right. This wouldn't have happened if the old man was here.
It's awkward now because Ari Emanuel seems to be the go-between with Rock and Triple H, too. And since he's technically the real boss,
If he even. Nope.
Oh, you don't even think Ari's involved?
You've been here for 20 minutes.
No.
Oh, my inner
Oh, damn.
I missed your sentence.
That was his John Cena Nikki look. Ah, shit. I'm going
I thought
in
the
the
John-
third
Oh,
bowl.
I thought the John Cena Nikki look was a look of just disgust and revulsion.
Oh, no, this was back when she signed the contracts. Yes. Why is this so comical? What is with his face? Oh, he's getting okay. I thought he was going to walk away with the title.
Heel John Cena is the closest thing to a supervillain wrestling has ever had.
If anybody else did that come hither and look, we would laugh at them.
Yep.
Because John Cena did it, it makes sense. I don't know. I think you're right, because you said it earlier, Marv, that everything is so mocking from him. Like even the "you can't see me" comes off as very mocking, proud.
Yeah, he's doing all his old stuff, but by just subtly altering his body language and his facial expression, it takes on an entirely new meaning.
Right.
Are they chanting bullshit? Yeah, they're chanting bullshit. I don't know why.
What is that?
Nearsightedness. If you have a
There goes Wade Barrett's desk.
Poor Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett just being held down by these two again. Not the first time, won't be the last time. Pretty sure Wade Barrett already threw some shade at them on commentary for or at least on Cena for killing Nexus. Oh boy. Ref bump number 4.
Yeah, Awful posted that thing about, have you ever seen a greater ref bump? I don't know. Ref smashing his head up against the stairs is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's looking at the announce table. Hopefully he doesn't realize Wade Barrett is there. Otherwise, he's going to just go over there and kill all his heat. All right, I'm getting background noise from somebody's TV now. It's Kevin's TV.
How is it? I've been sitting here for how long?
I don't know. It just for some reason it just started. Oh, what do we got here? You gonna do the AA?
Yeah. Beautiful.
And the table. Those new tables are made of stone. I swear to God. Oh, now it breaks.
No, it doesn't. Orton's still kicking at it.
Oh, did it break like in the first 2 SmackDown games where you take the bump and then the table breaks?
Yes.
They look like insanely solid tables to be doing that anymore on.
They really do.
Like now I want one. I want one for my desk. It's sturdy. I've seen it in action.
Can handle a 300-pound man falling on it. Good
It
Lord.
says that's a reverse I am the table. Yes. What are you looking for, Randy? Oh, he's looking for a real table. There we go.
Ah, yes.
None of that fake table shit.
Yeah, because for some reason, wrestling fans love to pop when a table shows up.
Yeah.
Well, you can thank Bubba and Dion for that.
Mm-hmm.
Financially, preferably in 5s.
All right, Randy.
This match is a
what do
lot
you
more
think?
involved than I was expecting it to be.
It's going a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but unlike the women's match, I'm completely entertained by the length of
You're
this
right.
match.
I know we were just saying
That
a half hour. It's already 8:30 or 9:37.
Yeah, for real.
It might actually go a full damn hour. All right, that's hyperbole, but still. Oh,
If it goes a full hour, I will pop for that. We're almost. When did it start? 9 o'clock.
Yeah, almost on the pennies.
So we're about 40 minutes already.
Well, we had the intros and the package at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I'm having a lot of fun with this match. I don't want it to end. All right.
crowd is into it. This is awesome, Chance.
Well, that's the thing. The crowd has been up for the entire thing.
Yeah. Well, it's important. Like, it's genuinely important. Even if you're not a Cena fan, all of these matches have more weight than anything else that was at WrestleMania. So
Well, it's like, could you imagine if like Hogan and Macho had like one last match together and it was kind of billed that way,
yeah,
as opposed to just the last match they ever had was, I think, what was it, on Nitro after Savage won the title from Nash and Hogan came back the next night and took it from him.
right. Yeah.
Didn't that happen twice in WCW where Savage would win the title and then the next night on Nitro Hogan took it?
Probably.
Because didn't that happen when he beat Sting? Like Hogan took it immediately.
I don't recall. Off the top of my head.
I think it did. I know the Kevin Nash thing happened.
Right.
Where he won it from Nash and then Hogan took it the next night on Raw. Yeah. You and Kumi just said twice.
That Eddie?
People wonder why Savage hated him so much.
Another referee is out. Fantastic.
Oh, good. That was a terrible. That was a terrible ref bump because like Randy ducked and Cena had to take like 3 more steps in order to hit the ref with the belt.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there's another ref after Eddie.
That's
Wait, why
everybody.
Oh, Nick Aldis is trying to get him. They're all trying to wake the ref up. What the hell is happening right now?
I don't know.
Why is every agent in the ring right now?
I don't know. What is this nonsense? Oh, Nick Aldis is gonna fuck Randy.
I was gonna say why is it Nick Aldis and not
because Nick and
Oh,
Randy
Nick,
have
if Nick Aldis
history.
turns heel right now when we get Randy
Oh,
Orton
that's
versus
right,
Nick
'cause-
Aldis.
because that's right. Nick Diamond cut Nick, right?
Oh, here we go.
Yep, there you got Nick again.
There we go.
And now Randy's just giving the RKO to all the agents.
Oh my god.
Everyone gets to take their bumps.
And you get an RKO. And you
Take
get
me
an
Noble
RKO.
Boy. Wait, who was the second one that took it and like popped up 8 feet in the air? I saw Hurricane take it.
Davari.
Oh, was that Davari?
Yeah, Davari, Jamie Noble.
Who was was Davari the second one? Somebody with like
No,
longer
Davari
hair.
was the second to last one. Who was the
Oh,
one?
okay.
Who was the blonde? Was that
that
was
one.
that
That's the
Lenny
one.
Dykstra?
That's the one I didn't know.
Was that Dykstra? It didn't look tall enough though.
Wait, Kenny is
Oh.
Kenny Dykstra's an agent?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no! Oh, I can't believe they're doing this. Oh, Truth. Oh, poor Truth. All right, guys. So if you're not watching, Randy went to punt Cena, and Truth came out and begged off for Cena. Randy RKO Truth, and then Cena hit the low blow. You know what? Would you go as far as to make Truth like the bumbling sidekick of John Cena until eventually he turns face on him?
I think so.
I would do it. Oh, here comes the ref.
Oh, that low blow to the upper thigh. It's devastating.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a quad punch.
I'm telling you.
That's that.
Thank God he missed the nuts because that doesn't hurt anywhere nearly as badly as the quads.
Right.
There we go. All right, boys, I got to get ready for a show. Much love. Thank you for having me on, guys.
Hey, Mish, thank you for being here, buddy. Everyone go check out
Take
Wrestling
care,
Soup. Check them out on Thursdays. Check them out whenever they're doing anything. Mish, anything you got to plug?
No, Wrestling Soup. Much love.
Wrestling Soup.
Peace.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate having you here. All right, let's see what we're going to do now. If there's going to be anything. I like that they involved Truth at the end there. That was good. Like Jamflow Man just said it in the chat. It could be like Eugene with Triple H. Oh boy. And John Cena's veins are just in business for themselves, aren't they?
I mean, that's that 3% body fat.
Yeah. That's what happens when every meal of your day is egg whites, applesauce, and oatmeal and chicken breast. Mixed I believe he said of his diet, if it's green and it breathes, I eat it. Yeah, who was that second one? They're about to replay the RKO party, Kev. Take a look at who the second one was. I desperately want to know who that was. Oh my God, Truth. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't. It's Brian Stryker saying he thinks it's Drake Maverick. Is Drake Maverick an agent? Is that the second time he's RKO'd Aldis now?
Yeah.
I really want them to let Aldis wrestle at some point. Aldis versus Randy would be an amazing match, I think. Oh, hold on. Johnny's got the mic. What were we saying, Kev?
I was secretly hoping it was going to be Aldis versus
I don't.
It's the Raw Gym. I'm brain farting. I can't think of his name.
Face? I can't think of his name now either.
Scrap Daddy.
Yeah. All right, John Cena cutting a promo. Come on, look up into the rafters and find this. All right, it's kind of weird that he's cutting a promo. Do you think someone's going to cut him off?
No.
Oh nope. There's the executive producer Triple H. Interesting. Well, you know what? All in all, I enjoyed that pay-per-view. Not one of the best I've seen in a long time, but also like very far from being. It was just good. It was middle of the road. It was on the good side of average, I would say. You know, nothing wild and crazy, but also nothing terrible.
Yeah.
So.
I saw we got a Saturday night's main event coming up in 2 weeks.
Do we?
Oh, I thought I saw a commercial for it. That's why they didn't do
maybe.
Logan Paul. I'm assuming that's why they changed Logan Paul and Jay from being at Backlash.
Oh yeah, probably. So Brian Stryker for $199 says, "Is Do-Rag Vince invited to the cookout?"
Of course.
Yeah. Whether he's invited or not, he shows up. Liquid Fox for $2 Canadian. Orton versus Cena finale. We witnessing history, guys. Yeah, that was amazing. Regina Sharp for 5 says, watch, the title bounces back and forth every PLE so they can beat Rick's unofficial record. That would be funny. Regina Sharp for $5 says, it doesn't matter what The Rock says. Chef Eddie for 2 says, Batista looks like an AEW wrestler now. I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, but Batista still kind of looks like a man. John Williams for $4.99 says, Dave doesn't look like an old lesbian because I'm not the least bit interested in him, and see, gets some. Brian Stryker for $1.99 says, I hope Cena low blows the ref like Randy did. Audrey Adams for $9.99 says, people cheering and not one super kick or tope suicida. Who knew? Yeah, go figure. Maddie for $1.99 says, help Batista's fallen and he can't get up. Amazing. And Andre Adams for $4.99 says, meanwhile, at a random Chuck E. Cheese, the Bucks are trying to figure out what went wrong. I love it. I love it so much. Tyler Galsinski for $1.99 says, absolute universe is the answer, Kevin.
Thank you.
What was that question of that? Oh, by the way,
The
it was Adam
Dark Side
Pierce.
Universe.
Oh, it was Adam Pierce.
Thank you.
We both knew it, but we couldn't think of it. It was the weirdest thing. Like, you brain farted on it, and then my brain just shut off. All right, so that does it for the super chats. All right, Kev, I think we are about done here. I mean, they're just doing the post show now. But this has been a fun night. I enjoyed it. It was a good pay-per-view. So yep. Thank you to everyone who chatted, everyone who super chatted, everyone who just showed up and watched. We appreciate all of you guys, and we hope you come back for more. We'll see you guys Tuesday night for Tooney Talk Wrestling. Kev, anything you want to plug?
Nah, see you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday, guys. On Wednesday night, we'll be continuing with Mass Effect in our game stream, because I'm now feeling way better, so I should be able to do that. It'll be 9 p.m. And then next Thursday night, also check out Tooney Talk TV, our pop culture podcast over on the Tooney Town TV channel. Thank you very much for joining. And make sure you're checking out thatparkplace.com every single day for all your movies and video game and TV and theme park news. We're working on a way for you guys to be able to get push notifications whenever we post an article. So make sure you check that out.
Oh.
And yes, I know we needed Trish on this, but Trish is at a concert tonight. So she said, to hell with us. So, but she'll be here Thursday. So come check it out. All right. From all of us here at the Tooney Town channels, I'm Marvin the Movie Monster. Now get out of here.
Now, Betty the Platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator!
Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. Well, you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you!
I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Thanks? For what?
Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.